everybody, and welcome to another episode of A State of Affairs, a holiday in Mayford, our wonderful Christmas holiday special in which we are bringing back our delightful, messy characters from our previous run of A State of Affairs. But don't worry if you didn't catch the other previous episodes of it, you can dive right in now, because I promise you there is plenty more drama and scandal and just delightfully awful things that will be happening to these, I was gonna say wonderful people, but they're all rich people from the Regency, so hello everybody, welcome in. You're watching Tablestory. If you are new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you. We really appreciate all of you being here and hanging out and watching the stream. If you are able to do so, we also truly appreciate your support. You can check out links to the Patreon down below if you're live, or there'll be a link in the chat, and then you can also subscribe to this channel, because that's Twitch and that's how Twitch works, and all of these things are appreciated. It helps put on wonderful content, bring on new people and cool people to come play sweet tabletop RPGs like almost every day of the week here, I think. So we're gonna start by just introducing these players, and I'll have them just like say the briefest sentence about who their major character is that they're playing, and I'll kind of really roughly recap how this game works, because it's a little bit different than a lot of other RPGs you might have seen. And then we will jump right back into the action, because I actually think this time our scene needs to like immediately smash cut into where we left off last week, and then I think Bonsai has some plans, so I'm just gonna let him have at it, which is great. So yeah, let's start with Bonsai, who wasn't here last week but is here this week. Who are you, and who are you playing?
Hello everybody, my name is Bonsai Baby. I just make a lot of noise here on Twitch. I'm going to play the darling Widow Pembroke, Scarlet Widow Pembroke. I know, it's so unfortunate my late husband has passed away. But I just want to be there for my darling son, Edward.
I just need everybody to know that she's 21 and Edward's 29. Her darling son, Edward. Lexi, who are you and who are you playing?
Oh god, hi, I'm Lexi Games. I'm a chaotic Twitch gremlin who plays games and plays tabletop games. You might recognize me from being in Witchcraft and Wizardry. I host things, and on this show I play myriad of chaotic people. I play Lady Florence Ashby, she's basically dead. She's engaged to the perfect Edward. But I also play Millie. And some other fun people we've yet to meet. So I'm very excited to just, live a very peaceful life and get married. That's it. That's all that'll happen this episode.
Speaking of getting married to people, Edward or Murgles.
Hello. Hi, I am Murgles. I'm playing Edward Pembroke for you guys today. Yep. I stream on Twitch sometimes. I'm an animator and a storyboard artist. I do art and stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can come check me out. This is such a delightful show, so I'm so excited. Thanks for having me, y'all.
Trooper.
I play... No. First, who I am. I am Trooper SJP, and I play Cuthbert Ashby, the youngest, as far as we know, of the Ashby children. I mean, we don't know. There are rumors everywhere.
Cuthbert! What?
Well, what if we have a sibling? We don't know. We could, this is...
William, you dastardly mother.
William? We don't know. This is the kind of game where I feel like you might go off screen for a while, come back and be recast by somebody different, and nobody will mention the fact that you look like a totally different person. I feel like that sometimes happens. And so I'm playing Cuthbert, the Byronic, sort of Lord Byron, Oscar Wilde, Noel Coward mashup, who is the younger brother and who is not a fan of propriety, I think would be the way to put that nicely. I also play everybody's best friend and the person who I think is the real secret hero of the game, Roger Stillwater, who is Edward's business partner and the best, basically. I think everybody loves him and probably wants to be him, be near him, and be around him, and listen to his great business advice. And maybe also marry him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, I play a blackmailer, but that's a secret.
Who could that possibly be? We'll never know. I am your facilitator. I will be playing a plethora of NPC characters and all of that other good stuff, as well as facilitating the way this game works. I am Random Tuesday. I stream on my own channel. I am also a producer for Wizards of the Coast. I make magic as part of my day job. So, the way this game works, as you will notice, we don't roll any dice. Players who want to have exciting things happen to themselves or other characters will be able to basically negotiate with resolve tokens to kind of try and nudge things in the direction that they would like the action or the story to go. And sometimes there'll be a yes, definitely an exception. Sometimes it might be a little bit of a negotiation. But there's sort of a series of phases in this game that we'll move through, and I'll kind of explain each of them as we get to them. But it's all sort of designed to emulate both the book novel-esque experience as well as the Jane Austen era, the Regency era experience. So last time we ended with the epistolary, which is the letter writing phase, and a blackmail letter was delivered to Florence. It was quite intense. They demanded 5,000 guineas in exchange for not telling her secret, which they didn't specify in the letter what the secret was, but Florence made some assumptions. Whether she's correct or not remains to be seen, and went asking about to Edward about whether or not 5,000 guineas was just something they had on hand, which we think we clarified was about, what, $500,000? Yeah, about $500,000 in today's money. So, like, a small amount of money to blackmail someone for, even someone who might be rich.
It might be a little bit more than it. So it's $500,000 if we're talking pounds, but my understanding, it's always that because it was before they did the money thing, where a guinea actually is more than a pound, but only by a little bit. It's probably like a pound and like 25 or something. So it's actually probably a little bit more than but like not a lot more.
It was a lot.
Also, I just want to point out, I actually feel like the blackmail letter was quite polite.
It really was. Sincerely a blackmailer.
Yeah, so I feel like it wasn't that rude. It was just,
Warmest regards, your blackmailer.
So Florence, talked to William briefly, and while the Ashbys are not poor, most of their money is probably tied up in the actual physical estate that they have. They do have a small cache of probably recently invested Spanish gold, but she would still have to get that money, I think, from her mother at this point, because her mother is still alive. So she decided to go talk to Edward. And right at the end, she announced something to Edward that maybe we should just rehash, I think. We should just go over that again.
Yeah, it's not even a big deal, so I'll just let Lady Ashby get right to it. Edward?
Yes.
I'm pregnant. Okay. That
yes,
went well.
darling, I knew that. What?
What?
Did you think you were keeping that from me? Oh, you darling angel.
What?
I know you too well.
Well, I'm very good at secrets, Edward. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you're very good at secrets.
Do other people know, Edward? Because that would be very bad.
No, I don't believe so. Just
Okay.
do other people know? Who else have you told? Have you told other people other than me?
No. I could barely tell myself, Edward, we're not married. I don't know if you remembered that significant part.
That's quite a bit of folly.
So I was just thinking, since the napkins were very clearly delivered, we could maybe scooch the wedding along so nobody would notice.
Yes, darling, I've already made arrangements.
Okay, see, that doesn't help with the fact that I'm being blackmailed for 5,000 guineas, Edward.
You're being blackmailed. 5,000 guineas.
Here, and Florence just hands a crumpled, probably tear-soaked blackmail letter to Edward. It's quite polite, actually, but it does seem that, they know something. I assume it's about our wee child Edward. We're going to have a baby. Anyways, they do want a large amount of money that I don't have. And I don't really want to ask my dying mother for 5,000 guineas, actually. I've decided against doing that.
Darling, if I may be frank,
Yes.
these 5,000 guineas should go to our children. I'm not going to give in to any sort of blackmail nonsense. They can try to ruin me all they want. We will be Pembrokes.
That is very attractive, Edward. Yes, good. Okay, right. Perfect. So I should,
We should
should I do?
Respond accordingly. I will write
Should I
back if
pace?
you'd like.
I'm pacing. Should I pace? I should keep pacing.
Darling, you don't need to pace. Perhaps you should just relax.
Helping, Edward. I think I feel good about it.
All right. Well, if you feel better with the pacing, perhaps
And
enjoy
I will
it.
say I don't think Cuthbert believes the napkin thing, which means that
Oh,
Cuthbert's
Cuthbert
gonna
certainly
find out I'm
doesn't.
pregnant, which will
Yes.
be dreadful news. Cuthbert cannot handle extraordinary dramatics. He can't control them.
Darling,
so if-
Cuthbert is going to assist us in our wedding. Yes, surely it will be a little bit.
I'm sorry. What? What? I'm sorry, Edward. Repeat that one again. I think the baby is affecting my hearing.
I requested his assistance for our rushed wedding. You
Yes.
see, the napkins, they're not
Right.
done.
Correct.
Impossible.
Yes, it was a lie. So
Yes.
let me just. Cuthbert is planning our perfect moment of matrimony.
How do you feel about the gazebo?
Okay, wonderful. Yes, a gazebo sounds grand. Absolutely spectacular. Thank you. That was very sweet of you, darling, to enlist my dearest brother for our wedding. That's a great
Would you
act.
prefer we tell your mother? She could help us.
Oh, no.
Yes, that's what I
All
thought.
options are bad.
I figured that the one who is most in contact with salaciousness and scandal would be the one person to go to for such a scandal. My love.
So you're thinking the wedding will be such a scandal, nobody will notice I'm pregnant.
Exactly, darling. It's Cuthbert. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I just hope we don't die. That's all.
I feel like that's the moment that Scarlet arrives. Like, it's
Wait, which
Cuthbert.
estate
What
are
do you
we
think will
at
happen?
right now?
You're at our estate, the Pembroke
Yeah, we're at the Ashby estate, but Cuthbert invited
Cuthbert.
you.
Sorry, Ashby estate. That's right. My bad.
Oh,
Yeah, you're at the Ashby
Okay.
estate, but Cuthbert invited Charlotte, invited, I should say, Scarlet, the Savannah players, to the wedding. So I imagine you would go visit Cuthbert first, the person who invited you.
I'm sure that's the reason why
of
you're at the
course.
Ashby
And then
estate.
when I
Ashby
go in,
estate.
there's
and for no
going
other
to be a
reason.
loud fanfare. As we go down the walkway, there's a fanfare. Because, of course, this is Cuthbert. I need to make my grand entrance.
Edward, do you hear something in the
Accordingly.
distance? What are those trumpets?
Yes. Dear God, I hope Cuthbert didn't enlist trumpets for our wedding. I really dislike them. They're like the
I
written
assume
word.
we turn our head and look down like
Cuthbert,
an oak-lined
darling,
road.
Cuthbert!
See Scarlet at the head, followed by like a bunch of caravans.
I imagine it's a bit like the Prince Ali song from Aladdin. Like maybe she's on an elephant. I don't know. Just like
You had one last time. What's new?
yeah. I think
Of course.
Oh,
yes.
it's tragic.
I would be totally on the elephant with my regalia. We got a little bit upwards in production value. Did you not know? There's like flowers and stuff going here, and then yes. So I am making my grand entrance as I do. Hello, Cuthbert. Cuthbert, my dear. It's Charlotte. Or Scarlet. Your dear Scarlet. I do declare, where is this
Edward.
fool?
Dear
The
Lord.
line will not
Edward,
take
is
you
that
long.
technically your mother?
She's not my mother.
But technically.
She's younger
Go
than
up
us,
to the-
dear.
But technically.
Cuthbert! Oh dear, it's this
Perhaps I would rather die.
moisture
Perhaps.
here is not good for my
Yes.
hair.
Edward, let's
Yes,
hide.
we should hide. Yes,
Quick,
yes.
hide in the stables.
Yes.
For the record, you're all downstairs. I feel like you're going to have to greet her. That seems to be
No,
only the proper,
we're running
polite
to
thing
the
do.
stables.
I think that if Scarlet is doing like some of this and not really paying attention, that we have enough time to hide it behind like a horse in the stables or something.
I think it's fair.
just
Wait, sorry.
feel
Are you trying to have
slippers.
twins? Is that where you're hiding in the stables?
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, I'm not going to say that if the opportunity doesn't come up.
What if that's how twins worked? Just like how
I don't know who would accept this, but while they're sneaking out, could Scarlet? I don't know who will get the token. I will notice Edward running
If you're-
away.
If you're
And
asking
just, like,
me,
essentially, I get stuck. Like I will be there and stop you from fleeing. Essentially.
Ooh.
I really, really want to say no to that, but I will say yes.
Take
Because
that. Take it.
I think it would be the only no that we've ever had in the show. And
You could do a butt. You could do a no
Oh,
butt.
but yeah. What's your butt?
okay, my butt is that you see us
Nice.
escape, but you are not able to catch us. So you see us scurrying away, which
In a
causes
scandalous
enough
way.
drama in a scandalous way. But you are not able to
like holding
interfere.
hands unchaperoned,
Yeah,
rushing off into the stables.
Oh,
I will take that.
just straight up.
Stables.
This is so scandalous.
Yeah,
What? My dear.
coming after my father.
Did you see that? Whisper, whisper, goss, goss.
Oh, and
I
of course,
just saw my dears.
I feel like all the players saw it, right? Because you're there with your retinue.
Oh.
Yeah, just a lot of
can't
actors.
wait.
That rumor is gonna spread around town.
Oh, delight. Oh, I'm going to have to see about, I can see why Cuthbert wants this quick waiting.
I feel like Cuthbert, you've heard at this point the elephant
Oh.
and the retinue.
Yes, I did have to actually put on my dressing gown. I mean, what is it? What time of the day is it? Is it like, what, 11 or 12?
It's far too early to be awake. I think at some point Gregory is like, Cuthbert, is that a bloody elephant?
Oh, I think it might be. Oh. You
Is
know what
that your
means?
fault?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What'd you do?
Gregory.
What?
Oh, will you forgive me in advance?
Of?
So news. My sister has decided that she does not want to get wed in the spring, but in 2 weeks' time. Which, yes.
Right. That makes sense. You know, I really wasn't expecting those two to be particularly proper.
No. There's one thing I adore about my
Gregory
sister.
is lower class. This happens a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He has seen his fair share. His sister probably had one of those weddings.
Oh, yeah. And that's one of the reasons why Cuthbert loves
My sister got
Gregory.
married in the winter as well.
Oh, wait. Oh. Wait. Are you implying... Oh.
I'm not sure you're understanding what I'm saying, so...
You're saying that she's dying of consumption? in
My
a
sister
dramatic-
did not die of consumption, so I certainly hope your sister's not either.
No, your sister was quite lovely.
Is that before or after she tossed stuff at you?
Actually, both. Also during. There's quite a lot of crockery being thrown about in your household, and tin or lead, whatever it was that was being used, it actually leaves a scar, but it doesn't break, which seems very practical. Wait, so what were you saying about my sister then?
Oh, nothing. Anyway, you should probably go greet your guest.
Oh.
You know, the one you invited with the elephant, which you still haven't actually explained.
Oh, yes. All I was saying was that... Oh, because my sister has moved up the wedding 2 months early, which I think I know what it's about. I think it's about her best friend, enemy friend, who probably moved her wedding up, and so she has to move her wedding up. It's probably some sort of dueling wedding situation. But, so, I figured that I would, I was asked to plan the wedding, and so I am.
Oh.
Yes, we only have 2 weeks, so it'll be a bit of a rush, and it'll take time. That I should be spending doing other things. For example, I thought we could, walk in the heaths or something. But the point is, now I've got to go and put together a wedding. And I thought, what else would you want in a wedding that's
elephants?
Yes. I was also, the Savannah Players are going to be here. The last time I went was dreadfully scandalous, and I thought, oh,
isn't that the one that Edward's father was running?
Yes,
and then you killed him.
Yes, that is correct. I did kill him, but and everybody knows it. But it was legal because at that time I was the Lord, so it's all right.
Right.
It was a duel. It was completely legal. I'm going to. It's rude of me to sort of let her just sit out there with elephants.
It's so damp out here.
I'm going to go, but
Just go, and he just like pushes you. I assume this entire conversation happened with the two of you in bed.
yes, also shirtless. And
That's a given. Gregory doesn't wear a shirt anymore.
No, he actually only wears a shirt in bed.
that is correct.
He's shirtless everywhere else.
and Cuthbert pops up. He gets himself in his dressing gown and gets himself put together a little bit. And then, but it's been 45 minutes and he's still putting himself together in a rush.
At this point, William has opened the door and let you in, Scarlet, and the players.
Thank you.
He's scrambling along with Gerald, the new butler that he's micromanaging to figure out what to do with the elephant. And I feel like they're going to take the elephant to the stables.
Oh, yes.
But then probably realize that it won't fit. So there's just this whole
I've said that in
background
the
scene
stables before.
of trying to fit an elephant in the stable.
So Cuthbert is really rushing so that he can, be downstairs quickly.
Making myself at home.
But it does take a while to look like you don't care what you're wearing. That actually is a whole bit of a process to look like you just have thrown things on and you don't care about anything at all. And so there's a bit of a moment where he's working on making sure his hair falls just right to look like it has just been, that he just doesn't care about his hair at all, but just in that perfect way. So it takes a little bit of time. And then once he gets himself all together looking like he didn't care, he's about to leave, and then he realizes he forgot something really important, and he goes back to Gregory, and he picks up the bottle of absinthe that he had, an unopened bottle of absinthe that he had near the bed, and he picks that up.
Could it be allowed that I'm just walking around in all the various rooms, so while he's turning back to get the absinthe, I'm just going to walk into their bedroom?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are, darling. Hello, and hello there, handsome. Both of
You've
you.
met Gregory, yes?
Oh, yes, remember when you came over to that show in Genevieve? And, it's so nice to see all of y'all. But yes, my favorite. I was very posh, I haven't had a drop to drink since 30 minutes ago.
Oh, 30 minutes? Oh, my. Well, that's terrible.
But yes, darling. I need to tell you something that you're gonna quite find very, very funny. When I came in here, I think you should know. So, I saw two scurrying little mouses making their way towards the stable for a long time. I can see why you have the wedding rushed. Unchaperoned by you.
Well, and tick, 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 tick.
Cuthbert. She's pregnant.
Scarlet, you're pregnant?
No.
No!
Florence.
Do you think I'm gonna have a flat Betty like this with a baby inside? No, thank you. Those things are parasites. No. I was talking about your sister and my
Gregory's
son
just like...
Edward.
Oh, wait. My sister's pregnant?
Yes. That's why she's moving the wedding up.
Oh, I thought it was to go get back at her friend Juliana, because that would really be like my sister quite a lot. But wait, if she's pregnant, that means basically I'm pregnant, which means I get to make... Oh.
What?
Oh. Well, basically, we're siblings, which means I get to throw so many marvelous parties.
Ooh, a bachelorette party.
Yeah, a baby shower. There'll be
Yeah, baby showers. That's what we were talking about.
baby things. There'll be... Do you know...
Cuthbert, maybe you should focus on the wedding.
The absence.
And,
I'm sorry, yes. The wedding, yes.
and then afterwards, you can do the rest of the you're pregnant part, which I still don't fully understand.
Oh, I
but
have a
that's
gift for
fine.
you too, Gregory, and I got this like really sparkly oil, and I think Cuthbert would really like it if you have it too.
Oh,
Thank you. He's still
Yes.
in bed, and I imagine he's shirtless, and he's just got like covers over him.
I love to help you, darling. You know that.
He's been slowly warming up to being more scandalous because he's spent enough time around Cuthbert. But
In
he's still
Italy.
Gregory.
Yes.
Yeah.
in Italy, where like Italy's a whole different ball of wax altogether. So, Scarlett, I have to tell you. First off, I'm ever so pleased that you're here because you're going to be one of the best. You know, I'm just saying that in a couple of years after the baby's born, or immediately after the baby's born, probably the next Christmas pageant, if I carry the baby in the holiday pageant, can you imagine? Everyone would look at me and be like, I have a baby. I'm Dr. Grouch.
They're really
And-
great for props. I agree, they are.
Oh, yes. And I could be Dr. Grouch, and there could be this, like, moment where I realize the spirit of holidays past, future, and at the moment, after, like, baby ghosts or something. Anyway, the point is, like, a baby, we could have the baby come down on ropes or something, and then I grab the baby from the
I think
ropes.
at this point, Gregory has like gotten out of bed. He's put some pants on or a kilt
kilt.
on. He comes over to you. He like kisses you, and he's like, "I love you, but you're never allowed to touch a baby. I'm going to go get breakfast," and then he just walks out of the room.
Oh. Well, bother. I thought...
I do love your relationship, you know that. It's very
As
cute.
do
You're
I.
very lucky, dear.
Oh, thank you. Scarlett, come, sit with me on the bed, just for one moment. Just
Oh,
sit
yes.
with me right here. And I sit down on our, like, probably
But how long
massively...
do we have, dear, to have this wedding? As we can see, I don't know. Do you think your sister might pop at any moment? I don't know how these things work.
Well, she doesn't look expecting. I mean, normally you just... I don't know. I think you go into hiding or something when you're expecting. I think that's how it works, doesn't it?
I mean, last time I remember seeing her, she wasn't quite plump enough of a figure, so maybe it actually does show. I don't know.
I haven't noticed, but I mean, the thing about the current fashion here is that, you know, the waistline is, like, right here. I mean, that's sort of like an empire waist, just hides all sorts of things, so I really have no idea at all. But Scarlett...
Yes.
Listen, I'm so glad you're back. It's nice to see you. And you've brought all the theatre people, haven't you?
Yes, of course, dear. Everybody. I mean, of course we have actually even more people than before.
Ooh.
Of course, because my late husband, yes, my late husband, Mr.
just-
Pembroke, but
wait,
it's very tragic, very tragic.
One moment.
Yes.
I just, if you don't mind, just a little detail. Remember, I killed your late husband while he was here. So.
Oh, yes.
So, him
I just
dying-
came into. Well, I mean, I'm
Yes.
still a widow. It was official before we came here. Anyway.
Right, yes. But just remember that I killed your husband. Especially don't let Edward find out that that's not what happened. Just let it be. Just let it be that it was a bit of a duel and all that.
Well, there will be.
Prison.
Of course. I've already done my mourning, and of course, there's going to be a lot of eligible bachelors here, right?
Oh, well, Well, sorry.
Of course, the play must go on. Don't worry about that. It's fine. It's fine.
No, I was about to tell you that it wouldn't be appropriate for you to get married so soon. I mean, you need a full year of mourning. But then I thought, I don't care what's appropriate or not, so do whatever you like, really. It's fine by me. Actually, that could be. So here's the delicate balance. Just the delicate balance is scandal, but not upstaging the bride. Just enough that people don't notice, apparently, that she's pregnant. I'm going to be an uncle. I'm going to be an uncle. No, just ignoring that, or also, I mean, I don't know if you would know this, but I'm pretty sure they will not actually have double damask Irish lace napkins at this wedding at all. I imagine it'll be something like, I don't even know what it would be. Well, you know what? I'm in charge of finding out what it would be. It'll be something interesting.
I may have a friend who can get hold of China silk, if that's any better.
Oh, it's perfect. Yes. So,
I have my ways.
Big to do, no upstaging. By either one of us.
No upstaging, yes. But I do have to
know.
congratulate, of course, my dear son. I've never had a son before.
Who?
So this is going to be good.
Oh.
And then, of course, being a mother-in-law, I must give my love to the bride as well. It's going to be
Do
great.
mother-in-laws? No, mother-in-laws don't give away people. Oh, but wait. I murdered his father. Which means you would have to give away the
No,
bride?
it was legal, remember? It was legal.
Oh, yes, it was legal. Yes, sorry, I jeweled him. Would you walk him down the aisle? Is that how that works? You would walk him down the aisle, perhaps? Or
Perhaps.
yes.
Perhaps.
So you could walk him down the aisle, and then,
Clearly, William should walk Florence down the aisle, because
that's exactly what Cuthbert was thinking right at that moment. Like, that was what he thought. He's like, and William will walk Florence down the aisle. So you will walk.
That idea. Oh,
I
do I
assume
get to dress up
Cuthbert
like
is
a
setting
man
himself
now?
up to be the efficient.
So I could walk with... Oh, no, because if I'm walking with Edward, I would have to be a woman. Correct.
First off, so how illegal are you? How fine with you are you with illegal things? I'm just asking.
Sorry, were you asking me an actual question?
Well, I mean, I just because if you want averse to slightly illegal things, I did have an idea. You could. I know. I'm going to say this out loud, and I feel like this is you could wear pants when you walk him down the aisle. Yes, I know. It's on our estate, and no one's going to arrest you. We'll have it on our estate, so you should be fine. No one will arrest you because.
And then, of course, it will distract everybody from looking at a bump in the dress.
Exactly. So.
Exactly.
A nice pair of pants, perhaps a cravat or something. So you could basically go in drag. My friends and I in Italy, different story, but that was a marvelous party. And nonetheless, so we'll put you in pants. I'm thinking a bit of an Italian outfit for my sister.
I do want to point out that Edward's real mother is still alive.
She's still kicking. She's coming.
Also, normally the groom doesn't get walked down the aisle, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm not being escorted by my 21-year-old mother in
trousers.
In trousers. Thank you, trousers. Pardon me. Pantaloons. No, in trousers.
Same.
Oh, it will be. Thank you for coming in such short notice. I appreciate it.
And we should go ahead and let me go ahead and ask my connections as soon as possible about the Chinese silk that could be around. I don't know. You British are always so finicky about things. I really should learn more about the British society. I hear that I come from them. I never knew my father, indeed, but I heard that, part of the British society. It's part of my heritage. But
wait, your father was British?
Oh, yes.
We didn't know.
He went and visited the Americas.
Oh.
And then I came out.
Oh, how very exciting. Oh, listen, here's what I'll tell you. I know everything about British society, I'm afraid. All of it. So if you want to know, here's the thing, you can't break the rules unless you know what they are. So if you want to know what the rules are, I can give you lessons. And also, well, I mean, it's boring, books on heads and whatnot, and playing the harpsichord and all that business. But if you want lessons,
I thought
it would be my
I
pleasure.
will take those lessons from you. I'd be most appreciated to take those lessons from you. I also heard, though, from an American term, that the more money you have, the more acceptable you will be.
Oh, well, oh, that's so American of you. Yes, there's a phrase. I'm going to say it to you here in this room, and I would say it to many nobles, but I wouldn't say it around people. It's breeding will out. So it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're not of noble birth, then you're not of noble birth. New money's not so... Yes, well, you know, our society is a bit, quirky, shall I say. Yes, so you can have as much money as you like, but if you don't have a title, then you just don't have a title. Did you know, there was this thought some time ago that if you were noble and you were going to fight a commoner, you would just win. It doesn't actually matter if you've ever studied fencing or were drunk or anything, that you would just win by, or if the commoner were like, you know, Gregory, you know, with like pecs and, sorry, I'm distracted. But the point is that people think all sorts of things, and people still do think these things. So you can have as much money as you like, but it won't get you in. It helps, but...
So you're saying that I have to find an older gentleman with a name, and then I'd be accepted.
Oh, my darling, I feel like wanting acceptance is probably not the best route. I didn't choose that route, and I don't think... I mean, you can marry someone who's titled, but they'll always talk about you behind your back, and they'll always whisper about you, and they'll always do what they do in this provincial town. They'll never really accept you. They don't like difference in the end. So...
I'll go ahead and reach my hand. It's okay, Cuthbert. You told me about this earlier.
No, it's fine. I don't actually care what they think, so it's all right. But money does help, because you can throw the best parties, and if you throw the best parties, you can at least invite them all, and they might come. So, I will say it is quite convenient having a title. You know, that's all. Anyway, so the point is, get as much money as you like. I'm sure that Pembroke Estate helped, but don't ever expect them to really accept you. But
Then,
throw it in their face.
if
Make
that's
them
the
eat
case, then let's not be accepted and make a new society.
it. Oh, I quite enjoying the old one and then embarrassing them. A lot.
Either or. But yes, let us go ahead and why don't we catch the happy couple? I mean, would it be rude?
Yes, let's. Ooh,
Let's.
they'll die of embarrassment. Still carrying this bottle of absinthe, we're gonna head to the stables to see if we can catch my sister and Edward chatting about things. Probably with all their shirts on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Florence, Edward, what's been going on in the stables? There was an elephant that people were trying to force into the stables for a while before they probably gave up on that.
I'm assuming there's
are
like a
so
tack
clothed.
room. There's a tack room somewhere in the stables where we have
Yeah.
just shut ourselves in. I took one of the reins for a horse and like tied the lock up to something in the room and was like, oh, we're good. We're safe in here. Anyways, sorry about that. Would you, And then Florence takes Edward's hand and puts it on her stomach.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I figured since you knew, maybe you would want to, meet the tiny you.
I crouch down and put my ear against. Hello. I'm your father. good to meet you.
I don't speak, baby inside womb yet, but I think it said hello. I'm almost positive. Excellent manners already. I can just see it. What are we going to name Edward?
Well, we don't know what it is yet, I suppose. Maybe we can be very modern and choose one name that would work for either a boy or a girl.
Oh, that's an excellent idea. I was thinking, something mysterious. Something, but elegant.
You hear, how about Cuthbert? I think that would be the best name ever. Hello?
Edward.
How scandalous.
Edward, lean your body up against the door, Edward.
Yes.
Knock, knock, knock.
Darling sister.
This is a nightmare.
Cuthbert, this is not your sister. This is the stable man.
Is it?
Yes, you've caught me with the stable man.
Edward? Edward. Stableman.
Yes,
I have a question.
Yes.
Since you are, after all, the stableman, I would just like to ask you, tell me, just quick question,
Yes.
how many moles do I have on my left shoulder?
6.
I mean, why would I know that, Cuthbert?
Why would you know that?
His sister. Of course I know how many moles he has on his shoulder.
It's just very strange information to remember. Then again, I am an only child.
I had to fill out his police reports, Edward.
That's absolutely
Darlings,
fair, darling.
should I go and spread the rumor, Edward? I'm sorry, Edward, darling, and stable hand, darling. Should I spread the rumor that you are hanging out together in the stables unseen, or would you like to have some absinthe? Or tea, or absinthe in tea? You know, absinthe is a bit of a hallucinogen. It's quite exciting. The visions, the
I
green
turn.
and all that.
I turn to Florence and I go, yes, honestly, absinthe sounds quite nice.
All right, then let him in. Let's go. Enjoy your absinthe. Let's go.
No, I just meant as an alternative to what's currently happening.
Baby, Edward. Or do you mean to be stuck in a stable room where I am
This
pretending to be
currently,
the stable man?
I'm very fond of the baby. I haven't even
Your
met it
mother's
yet.
outside, and Cuthbert's outside.
Do not call my mother, darling.
It's illegally. She's your mother, darling.
Yes, well, we don't need to
on.
rest on technicalities.
I just swing the door open.
Oh!
Yes.
I say,
Pleasure to see you. Shall we go get some tea? And I
Clive, you've changed so much. Clive, you look just like my sister.
Clive is much hotter these days.
Did you know we were sleeping with the stable boy at the beginning of last season?
I was.
thought you were.
Oh no, I picked a terrible person to pretend to
You
be.
picked the best person because there is indeed. I was like, simple hand. Yeah.
And then, of course, my darling future darling.
Oh, yes.
Come and give
Mama.
you kisses. Mwah, mwah.
Yes.
It's the biggest rage in France, I hear.
So continental.
The
very
kissing. Wow.
Too much
I absolutely
Europe
love
in this
showing
Britain
affection
right now.
in front of other people. It's my favorite thing. Darling, I am
Yes.
feeling so faint. So
Yes, I must take
I'm sorry.
Miss Ashby to lay down. She's so
please.
ill.
Edward, would you take
Cuthbert,
a
it's the
moment with your mother?
baby. I must lay down, Cuthbert.
Wait, Florence, did you just say a baby?
Cuthbert, I know you already know, and I know that you're planning our wedding as well. You're terrible at hiding secrets. I know that if I know anything, you know it. Let's just get it over with. Take me inside. I don't want to be out in the stables anymore if we're going to have to talk about our drama.
Yes, why don't we discuss our drama over a nice cup of tea in the fireplace and perhaps
Absinthe.
absinthe. Yes.
Also, Florence, could I have one scooch of a moment with you, like 2 steps away from your fiancé who will never apparently never outside of his... Well, I was going to go and be dirty. I won't. Could I just speak with you for like 2 seconds? Just like 2 seconds, my dearest.
Of course, my darling brother, of course. If you would excuse me in Cuthbert.
It's okay. We will have some mother-son time. You know, I feel
yes.
Yes, very grateful that you
Edward
didn't
would
invite
love
me.
that, wouldn't you, Edward?
Yeah.
Have fun. Bye. Come on, Cuthbert.
So we're
I
gonna
think
just,
that
like, walk...
Florence and Edward are giving each other the why are we here right now? What is happening?
If I have to suffer, you have to suffer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So we just like walk like, you know, a couple of paces ahead of them. So like there's like 2 pairs of people walking back towards the estate. And Cuthbert like puts his arm in your arm. And he like squeezes your hand. Florence,
Yes, Cuthbert.
do you know what Gregory told me? He told me that you were pregnant.
You are the handsomest man he's ever met.
He did actually. He did tell me that.
Okay, good. That's excellent.
But he told me that you were pregnant.
Well, that is very, does that mean though everybody knows that I am pregnant, or is Gregory just incredibly observant?
You know, the thing is, people who are of the land, the working classes, the salt of the earth, that sort of a thing, they're quite perceptive. They know many things that we don't know. All the time.
Are you
You'd
telling
be
me the people that
surprised.
farm our land can look at a woman and tell that they are pregnant? Cuthbert,
Yes.
that is spectacular. They should become doctors. They should.
Huh.
Perhaps Gregory has a bright educational profession ahead of him.
I'm going to bring this up to him.
It's a great idea.
Somewhere
Something.
Gregory's like, they're talking about me.
He gets like a tingling in the back of his head. He can just feel it.
But I just wanted to say that well, I've not told anyone at all. I thought that you were moving up your wedding because of Juliana. But,
Of course you did. Yes, of course.
Well,
I do
she's the
believe Juliana
worst.
stole my wedding dress, by the way. Cuthbert.
excuse me?
Yes, I do believe Juliana stole my wedding dress.
I'm sorry. I think my sister,
Yes.
whom I love,
Yes.
and whom I sometimes embarrass,
Yes, that one especially, darling, yes.
and who, when she was younger, would sometimes forge paperwork and steal things with me. And- And
Yes.
my dearest sister, I just feel like you told me that someone is bothering my sister.
She also called me fat, Cuthbert.
No. I'm afraid
Yes,
that won't
she stole
do.
my dress, and then she
No.
said my dress looked odd, and that's because I'm pregnant, of course. But it was very offensive. I'm trim. I take walks with Edward every day. And what's wrong with being fat? Anyways, that's just
Nothing at all.
ridiculous. What do I want to look like? I can't afford my food. That's
My dearest, I'm going to tell you something, and it's something that you don't know. Because when I tell you, you're going to immediately forget it, yes?
yes.
Edward is handsome, and he's
Yes.
charming.
Yes.
He's not funny, though, except inadvertently.
Oh no, Edward's hilarious. What are you talking about? He's got a great sense of humor.
But there's one thing that he isn't, and that is...
Single.
Oh, no, I was thinking slightly evil.
Oh, that's true. Edward is very pure of heart. That's a
Yes.
very kind, astute observation, Cuthbert.
So he, for example, wouldn't invite Juliana to the wedding,
He would not, Cuthbert.
but I would. My dearest, before I'm gonna have to invite her early. With just the right letter,
Right?
you will get your wedding dress back.
See, I don't quite follow that plan, but you know what? I think I'd rather not. I think I'm gonna close my eyes.
You don't
and
need
you're gonna
to know.
lead me into our
will.
estate, and I'm gonna pretend like I heard nothing, and my dress will magically reappear.
It will. There might be some tears. It won't be yours. By the way,
Yes.
I love you dearly, and I'm so excited to be an uncle.
Oh, good. Cuthbert, I'm very excited for you to have a niece or nephew. And children cannot drink alcohol, Cuthbert.
That's so silly. Why not?
They'll. Oh, we'll talk about this. And she just pats his arm and just takes him into the estate. Well, you know, we'll go over all the things babies can't do. They can't smoke cigarettes. They cannot drink.
Well,
and
they
she
can
just
smoke a
trails
pipe.
off as they enter the estate, telling like a list of things babies. They can't jump rope. They can't.
And like, and Cuthbert, like the whole conversation, they fade out. Cuthbert's like, well, they can't smoke, but they can have a cigarette because cigarettes are gauche, but they can have a pipe, right? And like, well, they can't skip rope, but surely they'd be able to. This sort of like negotiation with the babies.
I have been walking silently next to Scarlet.
Oh,
Just
it's okay. I've just been
stiff as a
telling you
board.
all about. Oh, of course. You know, I'm trying to get into like it's very hard to get the British tones, darling. So I don't know my act. I don't know. I do prefer my own accent, but I feel like if I want to fit in. Oh, also, I know is your other darling mother still around? Because I'd love to meet her. I heard so many stories about her and stuff, and I feel like she's just a peach.
Yes, she should be
course.
coming to the wedding.
Oh,
Also, I wouldn't worry about trying to fit in.
what is that supposed to mean? Of course I'll fit in. I am, of course. Who doesn't let Scarlet
Yes, but the
in?
question is, why would you want to?
That is a good question. I'm bored. And also I want to try to see if I can change a little bit of things, but something else, you know? About
I assure you,
accepted.
you will not be able to change many things.
Look at that little frown. See, you're always so serious. All of you British, it's just you always have just a little bit of a stick up your butt sometimes, but it's okay, it's okay. We'll just round out those edges, all these negative talks. But yes, I really do want to meet I guess she'd also be a sister to me. Yes, sister. She'd totally be a sister to me. Oh, I feel like we would get so along. What is her favorite foods?
Why don't you ask her yourself when she arrives? Now, if you
Oh, it's-
will forgive me, I must go inside now. And I just walk away.
happy. Let's go.
Oh, I love Scarlet, but she's also the worst.
I feel like Roger's the
us.
worst, but you know, it's,
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. So,
Oh, hold on. I know I'm not supposed to do this,
why not?
but I agree. Monologue token
Yes.
for Scarlet, please.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Oh, Scarlet. All right. They think I don't know. They think I'm stupid. I know very well that I will not be accepted full face. I'm sure it just takes more money to convince them. Always, never accepted. Scarlet the harlot. Who cares if I'm accepted by them? Well, never really accepted. My father never accepted me. Who knows, whoever he was. My mother, I tried to get out of that situation as fast as I could. But it's fine. Just smile. Smile, 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 as they say. Women will always be looked down in some sort of society in another way or another. But it's fine. Because I'm gonna be smiling.
I think my heart just broke a little bit.
Oh my god.
For everyone who is pointing it out, Scarlet, we've switched, so Scarlet is now a main character, and Charlotte is now a connection. So we have, because as Bonsai put it, Charlotte has already gotten her happy ending. So let's explore Scarlet's story. It's gonna be a good one. I think that is an excellent time for us to head into the reputation phase of our first half of our second cycle. So, reputation, you can take a look at the cards on the other tab and determine if you met any of the criteria for a positive tag and or a negative tag. Remember, you can get one of each or neither or both at any during the reputation phase.
Oh, you know what? I don't even have to. I definitely. I got
You
a
think,
negative
Florence?
tag.
Oh yeah, we broke some
I
rules.
was like even mulling that one over.
You're like, I don't know.
I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I broke a rule. So.
Floozy. Loose.
Loose is a great one. Let's do loose.
Yeah.
I think then mine would. Okay, mine might be what's like a male version of loose.
Well, you're a
Predatory.
Rake. No,
A
you're
rake?
a rake.
A
You're
rake.
a rake.
A rake. I
rake.
like that.
You're a
Okay.
rake.
So you now just got your third negative tag.
Yes, I'm not doing so hot.
Oh,
So
no.
either you have fractured, so someone close to you is appalled by your behavior and refuses to talk to you, or a great offense, someone of local importance takes offense to what you have done.
Ooh, what do you guys think?
What if your mom finds out?
I was
Yes.
wondering,
Yeah, conflict with mommy.
do you think fracture then with mom?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she's-
fracture with mum.
Or great offense, either one, right?
I think
I think
although
fracture.
she's not of as much of local
yeah.
importance.
Oh, that's fair.
So I think she would have.
I think she would actually be like shocked of my behavior, but also offended that I did not keep her in the loop about these things happening because we have a very close relationship typically.
I think there may also be a little bit of a misunderstanding, and I'm going to lean into one of the rumors on this one. And 'cause I don't think she knows, because I think right now the group of people who actually know about the pregnancy are
actually
relatively
very small.
But she
Or
knows
maybe the Black Mirror.
something. Yeah, she knows something you have done is not so good. So I've got an idea. Perhaps mothers
Yep,
will be
I'm with you.
displeased.
Displeased.
Do you think either of you got a positive tag?
Yeah, I think that Edward probably gets a positive tag for being so like not accepting but like
Polite.
excited and knowing about Florence's pregnancy and taking it in stride and being kind of supportive about it instead of being like
I like that.
So supportive maybe?
Yeah. I like that.
Wait, what tag? Does society care about that? Let me see. You acted in service of duty or morality in a way that compromised your desires.
That's fair.
Acted in obedience to society's conventions, despite considerable hardship in doing so. Made a sacrifice or denied your own desires to uphold the values of your place of origin.
All right, fine.
I just
No
feel like society does
positive
not care about
tags.
good dads, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
True.
all
That's
right.
true.
I mean, I care about good dads, and I
Yeah.
love Edward.
That
I'm
is
just saying.
so wrong.
Good point.
I know.
just saying that
Welcome
good
to
society.
good society.
Yeah, it's
Being
not
punished.
Cuthbert.
so exciting. Well, I'm going to assume I get a negative tag because I am, after all. I mean, I am always acting in contravention of society's conventions. Always. I mean, that is, unless I have to hold it together for a moment. Yes, I do believe that one would trigger, because that does happen often. Did I act? I actually, I do think I did act in the service of my duty or morality. Not my morality, but because acting in service of my morality always gives me a negative tag. But I think that offering to teach Scarlet the ways to fit into the society that I loathe, also taking time away from finding my manuscript. You know, I'm putting in a lot of time to do things that I think I should do. That is not finding my manuscript, which is really a bit of a problem, but I will have time to find it later, I'm sure. So I do think I should get a positive tag for that.
Okay, so what's your positive tag and what's your negative tag?
Well, my negative tag, I think, should be, greedy.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be sort of gathering up all of these things, right? I think there's sort of like an idea like, oh, he's greedy. And for my positive, like, it's just like it's just too much. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit too much.
Mm-hmm. And your positive?
I think my positive would be, could I go with something like, what popped into my head, which is not really appropriate, but is Henry Higgins, that sort of coach to the stars, charm school matron, Pygmalion whisperer, the idea that,
Yeah, I'm trying to think what that would be as a single word.
something like, can I have 2 words? Like adjective, noun?
Sure. If it fits
Like-
in the box.
I was going to say talented tutor, but I don't fit the box.
We'll see.
Prax and I, same idea, tutor, but I feel like you need yes.
I like it. All right. That is, however, your third negative tag. So,
Yes.
do you think fractured or someone out for revenge?
I would like revenge,
Okay.
and I would like, there's
Is it Juliana? Or is it someone else?
I mean, I would like many people to want to have a revenge, but I was wondering if somebody we've not met yet might want
yes,
to have
that's very,
revenge
very fair.
against me. If perhaps Lady Lydia Atherton might want to have revenge against me.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Maybe more than one person wants revenge.
I mean, perhaps many.
And Scarlett, you already have an ambitious tag and an outsider tag.
Yes. I think I did get a negative though. Boorish. Would that be what it would be? Boorish.
So I like that.
Because I'm just like, whatever. I know what I'm not supposed to do, and I'm still doing it anyways.
All right. I like it. Okay. Some beautiful reputation tags here. That means it's time for us to move to rumors and scandal. Dun, dun, dun. So, same as before, we'll each have a chance to spread and or create up to 2 rumors. So we'll go around in a circle and then we'll go back in the opposite direction. So everyone will get a chance to do either. Remember, any of the rumors from last time that we don't spread will become faded. And then the next time, if they don't get spread, they will... Actually, sorry, any rumor that we hadn't spread is now fading, and if we don't spread it now, it just kind of goes away. It's no longer part of the kind of the story. It's just background chatter. Does anyone have one they would like to start with?
I would actually just like to spread that Cuthbert is back to ruin someone out for revenge, which
Okay.
I feel like just fits with clearly
I think you are correct.
making moves. Everyone's going to assume, because of how he is, that he's out there for ill reasons.
Anyone else have a rumor they want to spread? Or to
I would like to spread that Juliana Hunt had sniped Florence's dress.
Excellent. That makes perfect sense. Any new rumors we want to start?
I would like to start a rumor. I would like to start a rumor that I don't know how to phrase this. I'd like to start a rumor that Edward's mother is very upset, but nobody, you know what I mean? Nobody really knows what's going on, but she's like, maybe she's off a rocker. She's like kind of losing it.
Ooh. Okay. Edward's mother.
She's been causing some scenes. Nobody knows
She's
why
been
she's so
causing scenes.
distressed. I can't. She's been making a fuss of in public.
She's been
like
causing scenes in public.
My goodness.
Oh, wait, sorry. We should get period about this. Sorry. Edward's mother.
She has hysteria.
Yes, she does.
Hysteria.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Lauren, you complete me. I just want,
Her uterus is just flying around her body.
wandering around her body.
Steady.
Sorry.
I have an idea about a rumor, and I would like everyone to let me know if this is too far or not. So counter me, but I'm thinking about a rumor that Florence is pregnant with Roger's child.
Yes. 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 That is a rumor.
We could be that specific, or we could be a little bit more general of just Edward is not the parent.
Unless
I'm
Okay.
happy with it being Roger.
Unless it was
Okay.
Roger who spread the rumor. I'm just saying
That's
that,
what I was thinking. I think that would be a rumor
Yeah,
that
like
he
Roger
would spread.
started the rumor. He's like,
Yeah.
can't believe she's pregnant with my baby. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean,
Can't
I'm
believe
just
she's
saying
still
that,
getting married with my baby.
I gotta save her from this obvious old terrible man.
yeah, I'm just saying that, like, if Roger had anything to do with that
29.
rumor, that's how he would phrase it. Just...
Okay. I think I want to start a rumor, but I'm not sure what rumor I want to start. I'm looking at some of our other characters and seeing if there's any juicy goss there. Has everyone started and/or spread one?
Yes.
Everyone's done one. I will go ahead and spread for one of mine. The Edward's mother has a case of hysteria. I think that's
She
a good one.
does.
I think it's a really good one.
And I want. I kind of like the suggestion that the widow Scarlet Pembroke is in town looking for a new husband.
I saw that too.
So I think I'm going to take
Yeah.
that one from Krellin.
Oh, well.
I would like to start a rumor that William, our butler, was briefly, for about a year or so, right after. This is long. We'll condense it. Right after Cuthbert was born. So it first was like 1 year was Florence. The next year was Cuthbert. That right after Cuthbert was born, William was shipped off to Australia by Daddy Pembroke because he decided he was not okay with this situation. But he was only shipped off. That's what we heard. We don't know if it's true. He was only shipped off for like 2 years, maybe. But he was basically mistreated by Elder Pembroke, and maybe still harbor some sort of grudge for this sort of.
Wait, my father?
Sorry, Ashby.
No,
pardon
by
me.
Ashby.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That the Elder Ashby.
Interesting.
Shipped off William in some sort of. He came back. It's fine. He came back because Elder Ashby did die. So, but yeah, that there was like a bit of time.
Okay. Any other rumors, or we can spread some?
I have a rumor.
Yes.
I have a rumor that Juliana actually has it for Edward.
Ooh.
I had heard that. I did hear that.
Has a thing for Edward.
Hope she enjoys.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
Wants to crash the wedding, and is going to.
Oh,
something terrible at the
honey, she's gonna get real embarrassed.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, she's gonna get wrecked, y'all.
Look,
Juliana's going down.
Wedding dress.
I'm good.
If she tries anything, she in trouble.
You do not want a Cuthbert on your bad side. Is all I'm saying.
You do not want an Edward takedown because he does it so rarely.
You don't want an Edward Cuthbert team up. Or maybe you do. I don't know what shippers are like out there in the audience. I don't know what they're
I mean, I'd ship it.
All right, anyone left? I think we need one more or spread another one.
I would like to spread the rumor that Scarlet Pembroke is in town for looking for a new husband.
I like it. All right. I think that is all of them. So the shortage of linen is no longer particularly relevant. And I think that moves us into the epistolary, into the letter. I'm going to call it that for now. The letter writing portion of our story. Does anyone, as a reminder, you can send or receive typically about 2 letters. If you'd like to receive a letter, you can spend a resolve token to do so. Otherwise, does anyone have a letter they would like to write?
I do.
Edward.
I do, yes.
Or not Edward.
Edward, yes. Dearest Mother, I do hope this letter finds you well, though I have recently been hearing a rumor that you are not in fact well. Please do let me know what is going on. You know that I'm always here to help if you ever need anything. Also, I do think it would be in your best interest to come sooner this year for the holidays. I know you were planning on it, but if you could make it a few days before your initial plan, that would be most delightful. Best regards, your son, Edward.
I will have a response, but I need to find something in my notes really fast because there were some names that I wanted to look up. Because we decided, there we go, I found them. You will receive a letter in response. It is not from your mother. It is from Dr. Bridge Cumberwood. As opposed to Solicitor Cumberwood Bridge Esquire. So from Dr. Bridge Cumberwood, it says, Dear Edward, it is good to hear from you. Your mother read your letter, as did I. I will allow her to respond in time, but I did want to inform you of some goings-on here. Is your mother living at the estate? Where is your... Oh, she's in a cottage in the country, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, I think she was in Prussia. She was in Prussia because after my father left to go be with Scarlet, we went to go, I think, something like that. We ended up in Prussia.
I think she was in the city for a while. That she was like in London.
Yeah, I think she was in London for a bit.
To be out in the country, so she's probably back in London. We'll say.
Okay.
Or maybe she's in Prussia now.
I think London is fine.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense for her to like be in Prussia and then get here for the holidays in like a couple of days. So
I think it makes sense that she spends most of her time in the city because probably the estate has some bad feelings for her, and so it's better for her to not be there. So your mother was up until somewhat recently doing quite well and has unfortunately taken a bit of a turn for the worse. I am afraid to tell you that I think she may have a case of hysteria, and we're doing the best that we can to treat her, but she may need some time for recovery, and I'm uncertain if visiting the estate and Mayford is the best for her health this coming winter. As we know, it is much colder and damper, and those are things that have been known to worsen hysteria because this is a well-documented medical illness that is clearly has a strong cause and effect and is very serious. But if you hear just she is likely to write you a letter or two. When you receive them, please be advised that perhaps she is not in the best of health. But we're doing everything we can to ensure her well-being. Sincerely, Dr. Bridge Cumberwood. You are muted, just to me.
I have to tell you, I have to break a rule because I know that this is the letter writing phase.
Yes.
But upon receiving this letter, Edward takes to his horse and rides to London.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's great.
I'm sorry to tell you, but his mom is sick. He's outie.
Can I spread the rumor that Edward left?
I think we're gonna have some stuff to deal with. So anyway,
Just put
gonna
that
make a
rumor
note
out
of
there.
that.
I'm so sorry. I know that it throws a wrench in all of our plans.
No,
It's
this is
perfect.
the best.
Beautiful.
Yeah, rumors are going to be out there. Oh, and I'm sorry.
That is also
Edward's
gonna
not
make
here?
your mother so much more upset because she thinks that you're like abandoning Florence
Yeah.
like your father did.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she's like,
yeah.
what did I do? How did I raise my son so terribly? And then she's
But
gonna
I'm
find out
literally
you.
coming to see her.
But she's gonna hear the rumor that you left first, or will you even make it?
I'm just going to say it's fine because Florence won't be alone in Mayford.
Anyway, does anyone else have any letters they want to write?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go ahead and Scarlett would love to write a letter, please.
Yeah, please, of course. Anytime Scarlett wants to write a letter.
To Eleanor as well.
Oh, to her. What? Okay, what is the relationship between people who married the same person? There is none, right? You're just fellow widows, I guess?
Eleanor has hated Scarlet,
Yeah.
held
Oh,
a
yeah.
grudge the whole
Forever.
time.
Oh, this
like,
is, yeah, tell me,
Strong
please.
feelings.
Dictate this,
Yeah, I think
this
that's
letter
technically
to Eleanor Pembroke, their wife-in-laws.
Wife-in-laws. Dearest Eleanor, I do not know if you were going to read these words that I say to you, or if you were, of course, reasonably tossed into the fire before I get to say any such notions of fact. I am reaching out to you because I know that you were, of course, done wrong, and I am admitting my fault to the matter. I know that the world is harsh to women, and I do write for forgiveness. Enclosed in this package is, of course, a piece that was taken wrongfully that is meaningful to you. I believe it was your mother's necklace. And I hope that we can repair the bridge that a horrible man destroyed. What?
I don't know. I have to
I'm
decide
alive
if
for
she
this.
reads this. I
I
don't
am
know.
so alive.
Oh my gosh. Okay, does anyone else have a letter they want to write?
I hope this campaign ends just like Florence leaves Edward's alone, and all the women just walk out into the sunset holding hands.
There's a beautiful lush forest ahead of us.
Yeah.
The end of The Witch, but with less murder and less
Yeah,
drinks.
yeah, with more tea.
Yeah, get more tea. Could I spend my last resolve token to receive
course.
a letter?
Yeah. From who would you like to receive a letter?
Now, Cuthbert does not want to receive a letter,
Yes.
but I want Cuthbert to receive a letter because
obviously.
I like to cause trouble. For also my own character, I really would love it if Lady Lydia Atherton would write him a letter since he's back in town. And I will spend
Lexi?
my resolve token and I will give it to Lady Lydia Atherton.
Remember that you now are seeking revenge.
And
On
you have heard that I've arrived. And whatever other things you might have heard.
So you want a letter from me?
Yes.
From Lady Lydia Atherton. Okay.
Yes. And just before you start, please note that I'm lounging. I'm probably on a fainting couch with tea that has been spiked, and it is
All right.
probably.
I have a quick question before I receive
yes.
this, or write this to you. Do you want it to be shocking? Yes or no? That's all I need.
No. I want
No?
it to be whatever's most exciting, but not super shocking.
Okay.
But
Smoldering, perhaps.
Smoldering, perhaps. A little bit of smoke
A little
before the fire.
tingle.
A little tingle.
A little tingle.
Okay, you just want a little tingle. I got you. Okay. I gotta figure out what she sounds like. She's
I
very,
know, I'm so
okay.
excited. Well, she's not from Mayford, that's for one thing.
Yeah. She's very, Dearest Cuthbert,
Ooh.
it's been a very, very long time, hasn't it, Cuthbert? Do you remember the last time we met? It was that rainy night at
It's been like 3
ball,
years.
quite a many moons ago.
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
It was, certainly for me, a night to remember. I'm writing to let you know after these many moons, I am in town. And I've brought someone to see you. We'll see you soon, Lady Lydia Atherton.
Can I? I'm so sorry. No,
Yes.
I want to know. Tell me.
I'll tell you after. Let's let
No,
Cuthbert react to this.
no, that was just it. He's a little bit like, what? Oh, huh? That's it. That's, yeah.
Who did
I
I,
was just
steal
gonna-
from? Who have I wronged? What did I do?
I was just gonna ask, can I spend a resolve token to have Scarlet's letter be intercepted by Edward on the way to visit his mother?
That's up to Scarlet.
Take it. It's fun. It's spicy.
Yeah, that's up to Bonsai. All right, so you spend the resolve token. Bonsai accepts it. I will maybe add to it. I think the interception is that. I guess I'm wondering how you would intercept it. I wonder.
Well, I wonder if maybe if
Yeah.
she's in hysteria in a hospital, I would become her like
they're
guardian.
treating her at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't imagine it. She's rich. You're
Okay.
well off enough that she would not be in an institute. They would come to her house. Her hysteria is probably like screaming and a little bit of yelling and occasionally breaking things.
Yes, but Edward doesn't. Edward hears hysteria, and it's the worst thing a woman could be afflicted
Oh
with.
no, obviously, it's quite terrible. It's quite terrible. So I'm wondering if maybe she just hasn't gotten to it. It's like wherever the letters are kept in the house when you get there.
And I've gone
and you
through
see
them.
it.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Because I imagine even like straight on horseback, it probably takes you the better part of. You might have to stay somewhere overnight, depending on what time of
Oh,
day
for
that
sure.
you left. So I think there's
Yeah.
enough time for her to have heard a rumor or two about you having left.
Totally, yeah.
Get there. Okay. Anyone else have letters they want to send in or receive?
Can I give you, Murgles, a resolve token to send Lady Florence Ashby, your fiance, a rushed "Why have you left?" letter that maybe you sent at a hotel on the way to meet your mother or something? Or
Why
are you
I've
not
left?
gonna tell me at all, or because you just left?
No. I would definitely. Yeah, okay. So I would definitely have left a note or something like with.
I want to know what
my-
it sounds like. Do I know what's happening? Am I? You know what I
Sure,
mean?
sure.
I want to get that
Well,
letter.
I feel like Trooper doesn't have a resolve token, but someone else has a resolve token that he could use.
What is it? What do you need, troops?
Oh, yes. So I love that resolve token that Edward would write that letter to Florence. I think that's a great idea. It is interesting, however, that Roger does have resolve tokens left, and I feel like Roger would get that note and just make sure that
Does
Florence
Edward give it to Roger? And because like Roger is there when he gets the letter.
Oh, and Edward
Yeah.
would trust Roger enough
Yeah.
still at this point. Yeah, he would probably be like, "Can you please give this to Florence? I must go." We were probably working when I got
Oh my
the
God, you left
information.
straight from work. Okay, so
Yeah.
who do I give a resolve token to? Do I give
I
it
don't
to
think
Edward
tokens-
and Edward gives it to Roger, or Roger
Yes.
gives one to
No,
Edward
I think
also?
Roger ends up giving the resolve token to Edward in
Yes.
the end.
Okay.
Yes.
And I get
I will take
nothing.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, good, great.
Kidding.
All right, Florence has said all she can say verbally, so I don't think she's writing any letters this time. She's exhausted herself.
I do want to hear the note that I have stolen.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
I have refused to deliver. Lost. Just got
Misplaced,
misplaced.
tragically. You're going to have to pass it on verbally, but I imagine it might be paraphrased
A little bit.
awkwardly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pass on the message. I just want to know what the message is that I'm passing on.
Sure. So the letter would go something like, My dearest Florence, I have just heard news that my mother is ill in some manner or another. They say she has a case of the hysteria, and as you understand, the hysteria is very serious. And, of course, you know how I feel about my mother, and I must see her. I must make sure that she is all right. I've left work just now, and I will be home within a couple of days at the most. Just gotta go check in on her. All my love, Edward.
Wait, you have to do this right. You have to do this right. I need a prop. Wait, give me a second. Wait. wait. Paper. I need a piece of paper. Yes. Oh, paper. This is all schoolwork. No one cares about that. Yeah, no one cares about the schoolwork. It's fine. Okay. This is the note. This is the note. Okay. This is the note. You have to have it. Has to go right. Has to be done just perfectly. There's the note, and I take the note because I'm Roger, right? So I don't wear the Roger's not hat, and I go.
Oh, I was wondering if he was going to toss it into the fire.
Podcast listeners, he looked very evil, and then he put it into his vest pocket, and he was smoking a pipe.
So dastardly.
Very dastardly.
I tried to get my best daytime soap villain suspicious look on. Is what I tried to do.
You got it.
So, as we, I think we can wrap up the epistolary. I want to maybe offer a resolve token to Murgles for Edward before we go into the break, to kind of just give us a little bit of a cliffhanger, just a minor one, that perhaps, and you can decide how dramatic we want to go, but perhaps Edward is, there is some sort of accident on the road. I was thinking maybe a mugging from a highwayman, and he is stranded. His horse is stolen, as are all of his things, and so he neither makes it to London, nor does he have the means to quickly get back to Mayford, and that perhaps there could be some tragic rumors circling around about unfortunate things that has happened to him.
I think I've been hospitalized.
Yes.
I think
Windblade,
perhaps
not to Windblade.
Windblade, no.
Oh my gosh.
I think
gosh, no.
Windblade
This is what
stomped on me, and I'm in a coma.
You're definitely in a hospital, but the way that we find out about this is that Windblade comes back to that
Alone?
to the estate alone without a rider.
Oh, no.
Just like a single stirrup and your cravat strewn across the saddle.
Yes,
There's
yes,
blood
yes.
spattering as the horse just slowly clops its way up to the Ashby estate and then whinnies.
He's sweating. He's sad. He knows what's happened. He came to get help. Windblade. 1,000%.
That's where we'll cut into our break.
You don't even need to give me a resolve token for that, man.
No, but you get one. So take it. You're in a coma. And we'll go to a break. We'll see you in a few minutes. Go refresh and stretch and do all of that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half of A State of Affairs, a holiday in Mayford. I hope you are ready. Goodness me, we left off at quite a dramatic moment, so I think we will just jump right back into the action. yes, Edward is in a coma. Was in a horrible accident of some kind. We're not really sure. The details of which doesn't really matter. All we know is that we see Windblade, his noble steed, returning to the... I don't know which estate Windblade would go back to, but probably the Pembroke estate. And then the word will spread about town. A lone horse with no rider.
How dramatic.
And some
How
blood
dramatic and like
splatters.
lovely do we want Windblade? How smart is Windblade?
I mean, Windblade can just be the lassie of our story. Like, whatever.
All right.
Whatever you want.
I think Windblade went to find Florence.
So when I see Windblade like outside of the Ashby estate, but without you and you, I've received no note.
You've received no note. You know nothing.
Okay, great. Perfect.
I think we have a moment
Not
where,
yet.
like,
I was
Gregory
going to,
is like,
talk
why
to you.
is there a horse winning outside? Is this you again, Cuthbert?
Oh. Well, I don't think so. I did order horses.
What's going on, darling? What's happening?
Oh, I don't know. Gregory says that there was a horse outside, and I did order like a team of white
I bet,
horses.
you know what?
but
I
they
bet
shouldn't-
Edward's here. He probably, he dropped Windblade off, went to pick some flowers
well-
or something for us.
I'll tell you what. I'll go take care of that. You should sit down and, not do anything.
Move.
Yes, of course.
I'll do some deep breathing exercises, and I'll drink just a fourth of a cup of wine.
Yes, because it's quite healthy for women to never have any sort of physical exercise. It's
Yes.
really quite the thing. I'll go. Uncle. All right, and also you're still good with me being the elder Ashby in the holiday pageant, yes?
Can you please go check on the horse, Cuthbert?
Of course. But it's just checking in. All
I'll
right.
think it over in front of the fire. I'll see you in a minute.
Wait, you thinking? And like as he's walking, like thinking it over. Wait, but she said she didn't want it before. And as he's sort of walking out to pick up the horse, and then he sees Windblade. He goes, Edward. Wait, is that blood? Oh, I say. Well, Colin, I call out to the stable hand. Start moving the horse towards the stables. Colin, would you be a dear? Windblade has just arrived, and I'm afraid there's a bit of blood on him, and I think it would be perhaps better if you might remove that.
Where's Edward?
Yes, that's a good question. I don't know. But would you, please... my sister should not see the horse in this state. If you would.
I think he nods and takes the horse, and I have a very, very important question for you, Trooper. Are you going to tell her?
I am, but I don't want her to see the horse full of blood. That would be upsetting. She might faint. Who knows?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right? We're not gonna just be like, hey, guess what? Here's a bloody horse. Why don't you just look at this bloody horse? I feel like that might distress my sister. So like none of that. We're gonna move the horse to the. We're gonna get cleaned up a little bit. We're gonna a little bit of management of things. That's all.
Okay. Takes the horse away, puts it in the stable.
I would like Roger to show up while Cuthbert's out in the stables, sort of taking care of that.
Sure. I don't have an issue with that.
Awesome. Then that is what will happen. Because Roger's the best. So there'll be a knock on the door of the Ashby estate, while Cuthbert is out and not able to do anything about it.
Am I answering this door?
Oh, I think you should be, clearly.
I mean, William probably does.
William
and
answers
then
the door.
Probably comes to you and says, there's a visitor here for you. Shall I let him in?
Oh, yes, of course. It's Edward. Yeah, come on in. Yes.
No, it's Roger. Roger Stillwater.
All right. Let him in then.
He will let in Roger Stillwater.
Yes. Well.
Roger, what a incredible surprise. What are you doing here at the estate today?
Yeah, well, I thought I would, business and,
Business.
well, also...
Well, Edward's not here. I did see his horse, but I do not see Edward.
Yes. Well, I thought I'd, have a bit of a... Would you be a dear and invite me to some tea?
Of course, I would never have a guest come over to my estate without having a cup of tea. Roger, would you sit and I will have William? Would you bring us some tea, please? Thank you.
Oh, I thought we should have let's start with pleasantries, shall we? So, pleasantry 1, my business is going smashingly, as a matter of fact. I don't know if you know this, but I've actually made quite a lot of money on Irish lace. There was a shortage. It's done now. I sort of capitalized on the market. I was able to exploit the market and make a lot of money. If you have orphans make the lace for you, they're very cheap. Still do pretty good quality. So I actually have quite a lot of Irish lace, and I made about just extra on that venture, and also some shipping. I made about 6,000 guineas. Just came into it, as a matter of fact. It was pretty easy for me, actually.
Is it normal for gentlemen of business to discuss their profits with people who are not normally associated with them? Or is that just a special quirk of yours, Roger?
I like to think of it more as if I trust you so very dearly that I would be open with you, because well, not to speak out of turn, but unlike some people, I would never keep secrets from you.
And what is that supposed to mean, Roger?
Oh, well, I shouldn't say as you know, Edward is my dear business partner, and I would never want to speak ill of him, or especially to you who loves him so dearly, even though, well, you have the heart of a woman. Of course, you love who you love, but even if that person, I don't want to upset you, dear. I don't want to upset you, dear. It's just he's left.
Ooh. Could would you mind, at this point, because I believe Scarlett is staying at the Ashby estate, correct? And William just went off to get the tea, and it would be a good about time for, especially if it's a wealthy person that happens to be in there. Oh, just right when he is about to say that, I don't know who do I give the token to interrupt that statement of him leaving?
Probably Roger, because I will be pleasantly surprised to have somebody enter the room.
All right, so Roger, would you
Scarlett.
take the token if Scarlett were to appear?
Yes, I would.
So, of course, I hear that we have a guest here. Hello.
Scarlett, it is fantastic to see you. We just sat down for tea. Please. Why don't you
He
sit
stands,
down
of
right
course.
here?
Let me introduce myself, and I put my hand up. It is Widow Pembroke.
He kisses your hand in a smarmy way. Yes, it's a pleasure. This is a sort of a bit of a family matter that I was going to say to our beautiful and I must
my
say,
future mother-in-law, Scarlett, can hear anything that you need to say to me.
well then,
Yes,
you
I
do
hear
seem
you
somewhat.
are a partner to, of course, business-wise. Yes, can you?
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
would like to know more about, of course, all of the ins and I'm very interested in the working man.
Oh, yes, well, I work in only it's somewhat indiscreet.
Her décolletage is like very, very low and scandalous during this time and very popped up.
But I just wanted to give the terrible news, really.
Terrible news.
Yes. And he reaches out his hand and he just pats Florence's hand in this comforting way. He goes,
You mean condescending? Good.
Yes, that it's very close. The word comforting and condescending, very close. Maybe also patronizing. But he says, you know, Edward and I are very close, and we're business partners. We know many things about each other, but I'm afraid to say that he's left.
Left.
Yes, he sent a note saying that he had to leave.
Did you have that note? Or did you?
I'm afraid not. There was a wild thunderstorm as showers that ruined the note. But sadly, he left you.
Oh no, I'm sure that Edward is just having a surprise for you. You know those wedding jitters those men get.
I am just having the most womanly pains. Could you perhaps come with me to the bathroom?
Could I spend a resolve token?
Of course.
I feel like, if you might think about this, dearest Scarlet, we have a rumor that has been. We have a rumor, which is something quite desperate about our Edward. Where was it? It was. We already used that one. No, because I want to make it terrible. No. It's not been spread yet. We'll come back. Go ahead. Carry on. I just think there was a good Edward one in there.
That's terrible, dreadful news. Roger, we'll be right back. I'm just...
Of course.
Of course.
But you do look like the picture of beauty, nonetheless.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I scoot Scarlet out and shut the door. And as we're walking away down the hallway, I think I link arms with her and whisper, I do think that if Edward is gone, Roger has killed him. I just have the worst feeling about that man. It's just terrible. I think something terrible has happened to Edward. And I do think it's Roger's fault.
Well, how about I will make the excuse, you go ahead and check about, and I'll make the excuse and distract. Of course, my dear. Well, you know more about this stuff, of course, than me.
Such an excellent actress and showwoman, Scarlet. If you could go in there and put on a show, distract him, I think I'm gonna get the authorities on this one immediately. My gut. Well, that might be the baby, but I've got a bad feeling about this one.
Okay, no, of course, dear. I'll go ahead and.
Oh yes.
She
I think that
plumps.
Yeah. I start fluffing her up. I'm pulling the dress down a little bit, or just. Thank you. And I think Florence excuses herself and immediately goes towards the stables and tries to get a carriage into town.
But in the stables, I imagine it's Colin, cleaning blood off of a horse, Windblade, right? I mean. And
Where's Cuthbert at this point?
And also Cuthbert, because Cuthbert is also in the he's in the stables trying to make sure that you don't see anything upsetting, because he doesn't want you to think that he doesn't know what happened to Edward, but he doesn't want you to think that he's dead, because in your condition that would be terrible. You know what I mean? So just trying to get that all taken care of, as it were.
So I think as I'm rushing out, I see Cuthbert leaning. Are you leaning on the door of the stables, doing something distracting, get me not to notice the horse behind you?
Well, at first I'm pacing, but then I see you, and then of course once I see you and I realize that you're heading towards the stables, which is not what I want, I rush forward towards you.
Cuthbert.
Oh, darling,
Cuthbert.
darling. Would you mind if we had there's a.
Cuthbert, I think Roger killed Edward. So if you could hurry this
what?
up, I've got to get into town.
No,
I don't know what's
no.
happening. Yes.
What?
Yes. Well, Roger
No.
came in and he was like, I've made 6,000 guineas. And I was like, okay, who cares? And then he was like, also, Edward's leaving you, which is hilarious because Edward and I are in love and I have his child inside me. So that's just ridiculous. And I think, I don't know, I have got just the nastiest feeling. His horse was here. He's not here. Roger's here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
How do you like punched him or he's holding him ransom? I don't know. I've got just the nastiest, slimy feeling about Roger. Do you agree?
I don't know him actually.
Oh, that's
He's old.
very
isn't he?
strange for you, Cuthbert.
Like he's old.
Yes, I think he's. What is he? How old is he?
29 or 28 or something like this. Oh, it's so old. Well,
Well, that
no.
you know what that means. He's desperate, at the end of his wits. Perhaps he'll do anything.
I wasn't he? No, actually, what last name? Stillwater, right?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It could be dirty water. I'm not sure.
Lots of money, boorish, not fun,
He
dull.
said he makes orphans make lace for money.
Ooh, I can't imagine orphans would be good at it.
Did you find anything strange on the horse, Cuthbert?
Yes, that's what I'm wanting to tell you.
Oh, yes, a note,
Actually-
perhaps.
No. Murgles, oh yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have a resolve token for us?
Yeah, I would
yeah.
like to give a resolve token to whoever I need to give a resolve token to that
everyone.
Roger coordinated the attack on Edward.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that.
Yeah, we
mean-
don't even need a
Roger?
resolve token.
I'm not.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Sorry,
Roger will
all
take that
right,
resolve
I'll just
token.
go-
No.
I'm just gonna.
Roger will just take that resolve token because Roger might need it for reasons. So yeah, Roger will take that resolve token. Dear, two things.
Yes.
Oh, I don't quite know how to say this. I saw a fellow walking in. That was Roger, yes?
Yes,
walking
yes,
up
yes.
all right. Two things.
Spit it out. You never stumble on your words.
Two things. One, I have seen him before, actually. I didn't really remember the name because it's just so boring. But I actually have seen him before.
Oh no. Roger, have you slept with that man?
Oh, no. I don't sleep with men who are boring.
Oh, thank
they're
God. Because
awfully
he's
dull.
just disgusting. Okay, continue.
No, do you recall? It was, when was it? It was last year or 2 years ago, perhaps? Something like that. Remember when you were, carrying about in London? Do you remember? It was...
I do. That's when I met Edward, yes.
Yes. And I came to visit a bit, right? Because it was...
Yes. And we went to
Amazing.
the balls. And
Yes. Oh, the ball was
dinners.
lovely.
Yes.
You danced with him at the winter ball at Portia Willington Wesley's ball.
Not Portia Willington Wesley's. I was absolutely... Yes, I don't quite remember that one.
Yes, I recall that.
I danced with Roger.
Yes, it was
Slimy
one-
slug boy, Roger.
Well, I mean, you had a very full dance card. I mean, it was quite popular at the ball. And you're a very good dancer, I would say. But
Thank you, Cuthbert.
oh, I do want to teach you the waltz. It's a different moment. But I remember he was always a bit lurking about, actually. I remember back then in London. Do you remember him? He was a bit thinner then. Remember he's wearing his hair differently?
I think, bless you, I think Lady Florence Ashby has this, like, her eyes glaze over a moment where she just remembers this, like, from her point of view, having a dance with somebody who perhaps, like, held her too tightly and was a little too aggressive and made too much eye contact and was sweaty. And it was one of those things you're like, oh, thank God I'm not dancing with that man anymore. But he was just kind of lurking for the rest of the night and, like, things start to click. She's like, oh, no.
Yes.
Cuthbert, I do remember that man.
Yes, because he was lurking about quite a bit, and I.
It's lurking about quite a bit. Yes, go ahead.
Well, also I.
Can I have monologue token for Florence?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes. I think at this moment in time, Lady Florence is just like, well, he couldn't be dead because that's ridiculous. He wouldn't die. I just told him I was pregnant, so that's ridiculous. I refuse to accept it. But I do think Roger is up to something terrible, especially if we had that
absolutely horrible dance, and then Cuthbert's right, he was sort of slinking around in the shadows afterwards, like making too much eye contact and like trying to get, near to... I have just the most dreadful feeling that perhaps Roger is trying to ruin my entire life because, like, he wants to hold hands or something, which would be just the most dreadful thing in all of history. I think what I need is to take Cuthbert into town and solve all of this immediately and make sure that this man goes to prison forever and ever. Cuthbert.
But there's something else.
What?
Yes, I don't quite know how to tell you this. All right, take my hand. Because
I cannot do a shot of absence with you right now, Cuthbert.
No, well, perhaps you should.
I'm pregnant, Cuthbert.
So?
Only a fourth a glass of wine every day. At morning, noon, and night.
Well, that's fair. All right.
Yes, your hands are sweaty a bit, darling.
Sorry,
What's going
it's the Windblade showed up.
Yes.
Yes.
Such a
Colin, you remember Colin?
Yes, Colin.
Yes.
You slept with Colin. Yes, I remember that.
I
Yes.
did.
Cuthbert, spit it out, darling. I've got to pee my pants.
Oh yes.
Please tell me.
Yes, your womb is probably traveling. It's just that
Okay.
I don't know.
Cuthbert?
Windblade was covered in blood, my dear. I'm afraid.
Okay, Lady Florence has fainted. She's
No,
gone.
catch.
I feel like Gregory's there somehow, just like, lady has fainted.
We didn't know he was there. He's been there the whole time. He's like trimming a hedge in the background.
Gregory, I fear there's a villain in our house.
You mean Roger?
Yes.
Or Scarlet? I can't really tell.
No, I mean, something's happened to Edward. I should go into town and I don't know, speak to the constable perhaps, or...
Why don't you talk with Roger, who is actively the potential murderer in the estate, and I'll go into town.
Oh, yes. It's probably true. I mean, the last time I spoke to the constable, he was arresting me, so it might be better if you did. On the other hand, Gregory, I think they'll listen to me more than, well, they might not listen to me either, but they may not listen to you, because, well...
Well, why don't I bring them here?
Oh, that'll work. Yes. Let's do that. Bring them here.
Of course they're not going to listen to me, but, I'll bring them to you. But you make sure that he doesn't actively murder your sister while in this house, or I don't know, whatever his nefarious plans are. Is Scarlet with him right now?
Oh, I assume so. I don't know. Or maybe our mother is. I have no idea. I was out
Both of
here...
those sound bad.
Do you think he's a murderer?
I don't know, you're just the one who said he was.
Well, it seems like he might be. I think he might have killed Edward.
Why don't we see if we can find out what happened to Edward and why he left?
Right. Yes. Well, you know what?
You know
I'm
what?
going
I
in
know
there.
who might know.
Millie.
Yes.
Yes.
The one you've been writing to. Shall I have her come over for a cup of tea?
Yes. But I'm going to go and confront that villain. I'm going to take care of it.
Wait. Is
No.
this another duel? Are you going to have another duel?
Well, I'm quite good at dueling. Study it. But nonetheless, I'm going to confront this villain and find out what's up. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. And,
You should just have Scarlet murder this one as well.
No, I murdered the...
Of course you did, dear. Of course you did. You did such a good job. Such a good duelist.
I'm going to go in there. Get the authorities. And...
Is it? I'll get a doctor. And he's still holding the fainted Florence and Mildred and the constable. Let
maybe
me
there's
run some
detectives as well.
Let's
would we
not
do
work
without
with them
Gregory?
because they were right. You just like
Oh, I'll take Florence. Well, All right.
No, it's fine. I've got her. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, I was going to just throw over my shoulder like a... All right. I'll go and... yes. I hope Edward's not dead. We'll take care of it. All right, then. Oh, but I should probably... Fan or hat? Hat. Yes. Hat. Yes.
So Gregory will take Florence inside and probably then go find whatever doctor is currently treating the lady Viscountess Victoria Ashby, because obviously she's dying, and so there's probably a doctor just in the estate.
Can I just have a sneak peek at what Scarlett's been doing to distract
Yeah,
Roger?
I kind of want to know what that scene has been,
No,
because that's what
so
Cuthbert's been
bad.
working on.
Yes.
And then I think Gregory will seek out Mildred, who probably is the one who has the juicy goss.
Yes. Scarlet, yes?
Yes, of course, my dear.
What was your original last name? If I recall correctly, it was something like, what was it? Was was it something Irish? I do remember seeing it.
No, I do have my father was, of course, if I remember correctly, I remember my mother saying that his name, he is of British society. He just came over, he had work, of course, first in Australia, and then came over to America, and then suddenly he got called back. I think it was, what would be the appropriate British name that would be...
Are you lying or telling the truth? What's going on here?
That's the question.
I'm trying to tell the truth. Oh, yes, my original maiden name is, what's a British name?
Like, you want a really good one? Like,
Yeah.
How about, oh, Lauren, you live there. Give us a super posh name.
Marlowe.
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 Yes. So I'm actually Scarlett Marlowe.
Interesting. Now, which Marlowe are you? Are you, Marlowe's from, the Glasgow area Marlowe's? Or would you be Marlowe's from, Yorkshire Marlowe's? Or would you perhaps be the Marlowe's down from Pemberton?
Is it quite hot in here? I just feel like it is very, very warm side. And then, of course, how are you enjoying your tea?
You know, Scarlett, I remember when I first saw you, you were on the stage. The red stockings.
Oh, you've seen my work,
Yes,
then,
I have.
of course.
Yes, it's somewhat, well, I could see your knees. I mean, they weren't red stockings, of course, but the can, I think it was. Yes.
Oh,
You know-
she'll go ahead and are there separate chairs? Or I want to say there's a couch.
Oh, separate chairs, but
Oh, separate
fluffy
chairs.
chairs. Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely like separate chairs, but also I imagine one of them's like a settee that could theoretically seat two people, but that wouldn't
I
be
know.
proper.
I mean, those days are far behind me, dear. As you can see, as she lifts up her skirt up a bit, my ankles are quite not what they used to be.
That is true, but also, how do I say this politely? You are, well, American.
Yes, I am.
And
And,
I think we know what that means.
Yes, but she's pretending that.
No, that's what she said. That's what he says to her. And I think we know what that means. You are, not to be rude, but, or gentlemanly, but,
Hey,
don't
can I offer up a resolve token to Scarlett? Scarlett, if you don't slap this man in the face, I swear on my life.
I mean, I was waiting for the right appropriate moment.
All right.
I'll say the gross thing so you can slap me.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, we've all heard about, I think that when the former Lord Pembroke marriage, it was like marrying trash. I mean, good for sort of an evening in the, I don't know.
So she just, as soon as he says trash, she gets up, and instead of a slap, it's a backhand.
Can I have
and then she suddenly spills tea on him.
I would like to spend a resolve
I'm so
token.
sorry, with a napkin, patting his coat.
I would like to spend a resolve token to have somebody see this. To somebody walk in at that moment
Cuthbert.
somebody bad. Like, Cuthbert would be fine, right? Because he would not be bothered. But somebody who, it would be bad for them to see this. Because it'll be bad for Scarlet if they see him.
Your mother.
Her. Oh. Because Roger
You
is
gotta be both.
I'm
a
so
baronet.
sorry.
I mean, he's the lowest
Okay, I
possible
can be
peer.
her at
No,
this moment. Nope, he refuses to. I can do it. Bonzai's got it.
So I'm gonna offer Scarlet a resolve token for Mama Ashby to see this brazen hussy physically assault a member of the peerage. Lowest level of peerage possible, mind you. Not even hereditary, but that's not the point. Still, he's got like a little minor title.
Just be peeking through. I don't want her to intervene. I just want her to oversee.
Oh no. The resolve token is for her to get in and cause trouble.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm giving this resolve token for that, so that that we can. That
I will
there'll be
allow it. I'll
witness.
allow it because
Thank
it
you.
allows for more distraction.
Yes, and I will.
Or
I will.
another thing that I'm going to be doing.
I will give you, Viscountess, that resolve token
Thank you.
as you assault this member
I
of
think
the
the resolve
nobles.
token will go to Scarlet because the bad thing's happening
Oh
to
yeah,
Scarlet.
yes, that is correct. that is
Scarlet.
correct.
All right, let's
Yes, let me give that. There you go.
Excuse me, young
Ooh.
woman.
Ooh, this low-class woman. Oh, Lady Ashby. I'm so sorry. This low-born American
Bonzai.
assaulted me in your own home. I can't believe this.
Dare you, Mrs. Ashby? Please listen to me.
I believe that is Viscountess Ashby.
Viscountess Ashby
Yes.
is who I know that my son, of course, has invited you, but I want you to leave this estate right now, forthwith. I'm very, very sorry.
Viscountess, I must tell you something. Something quite scandalous.
No, but
No,
please.
no, I have to say this. I have to say
I
so.
did not.
You know about your
do
son.
such thing.
You know that he's so Cuthbert. You know how he is. He's easily distracted by things. I heard this woman. I'm gonna use that tag that she's an outsider. I'm gonna use that negative tag on her. Yes, I heard that she came here. And she was seen in your son's bedroom. I think your son has probably pushed off her advances, but clearly she's here to get her money, her hands on your title and your money.
I will go in
that's the
and
sort of person she-
Scarlet has had enough. She will push, but while pushing, there'll be she's a little thief as well. So with a napkin, like, excuse me, dear sir, you obviously do not understand the relationship that me and Cuthbert have, and it is, of course, not.
I stumble and I'm like, oh, I've been injured. She's assaulting me again. This is terrible. Oh no.
William, what is happening in here?
Can the servants and have this escorted. I cannot be in the place.
Of course, my dear. Of course,
Viscountess.
lady. Of course,
Let
lady.
me take care of you, Viscountess. I'm here for you. I think of you almost like a mother. Oh, here, let me help you, Viscountess.
So I want to do two things. One, I want to spend one of my Facilitator resolve tokens. I guess this might go to Roger, but Scarlet, when you said you are a little thief, was your intent to steal the letter that is in his coat pocket?
Just anything that happens to be, and if it is the letter, yes.
It's the letter.
It's the letter. So I think
It's
you
the letter.
steal the letter.
Yeah, yes. I will take that resolve token.
Okay, so I will spend one of mine, and then I want to spend one of Gregory's. for him to hear, because he's a
Yes.
hot-blooded Scotsman.
Yes, he is.
For
Yes, he
him
is.
to hear Roger suggesting
Yes.
such things about his dearest Cuthbert.
Yes.
And he's just standing there with Florence, like taking her up to her room. And he's just.
And then, of course, Scarlet
and then,
in the background. You
like,
yelly
murdered
belly
that
son
man.
of a butt.
You see how these uncouth Americans are. Oh, Viscountess Ashby, I'm so
You're
sorry.
gonna get your comeuppance.
Oh, am
Just
I?
wait.
Oh, she's
You're
threatening
gonna
now.
get your comeuppance. You do not.
Oh,
hear
I think
the
I'm
last
bleeding.
of-
And William is taking you out of the estate, but he's really just sort of like leading you to a different, but like around the back, and then he's just like, just keep a low profile for a little while. I hate that man. I don't know why he's here, but it's awkward. And the Lady Ashby is. I'll take care of her.
William, I don't understand. If this is what high society is, that they allow men like this.
No, it's awful. It's awful. You don't want to be a part of it. It's terrible. It's a terrible place for terrible people.
Well, I know ways how to deal with terrible men. Just ways. It is fine. Thank you, William.
Of course. Of course. And he just sort of sighs. Gregory takes Florence to her room.
And Roger goes, groundskeeper?
He pretends not to hear you and keeps
Oh.
walking because he's carrying Florence.
Be terrible if that man
Oh
got in
dear,
the wrong
what happened
hands.
to my darling daughter?
Oh, Viscountess, please have a seat. Have a seat. I'm here to help you out in any way you can. I have very good prospects, and I'm doing quite well financially, and I'm unlike some people. I'm here and loyal, and
Of course you're here. You're just here right now. Where else would...
yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been in my room for a very, very long time, and I don't know quite what is going on.
Well,
My daughter, of course, is ill. Oh, I hope it doesn't run in the family.
would you mind if I use one of Edward's negative reputation tags right about now? Yes.
I mean, that sounds like a solid idea because then, you know, he doesn't have to be fractured with his mother.
Yes.
Instead, it's just his skull.
I'm just going to use this then. Well, I do hate to tell you this, but, Viscountess Ashby, one of the most esteemed family members in this area. I hate to tell you this, but I'm a business partner of Edward Pembroke's, and I have to say that word about the town is that he's, not to use such strong language in front of a lady such as yourself, but, well, that he's a rake. Yes. I'm afraid that he's, perhaps, leading your daughter, who I have the utmost respect for, down a garden path of sin, into a den of iniquity. And I'm sure you wouldn't want that for your daughter. Yeah.
William comes in at that moment and is like, "Excuse me, sir, I must ensure the lady is taken care of. Perhaps it is best you take your leave at this time. The ladies of the house need their rest, it seems."
This is when Cuthbert walks in. Right? This is when Cuthbert walks in.
Also, to point out that the negative tag for Edward is gone and for Scarlet as well, so both of you are
Helping out my
down
fellow
the
players. Cuthbert comes in, and he's got his fan in his hat. He's like, I say, you, Stillwater, you are ejected forthwith from my house. You are dull. And also, what did you do to Edward Pembroke? We have evidence. You might as well just admit it. And I would say write it down in a confession, because we already know what happened, and, we'll... Yes, so if you can write at all, that is. Someone like you probably don't even know how to write iambic pentameter. So, I'm calling you out. There you go. You are now officially under arrest. Dear boy, last time I remembered, you didn't inherit a thing, so you have no authority to do anything to me at all. And your dear mother here is quite a dear friend of mine, and she's so injured. I don't think I'll be going anywhere. Well, I'll leave for now, but I'll be back. Because, after all, your mother is taking quite a liking to me, almost as if I were, Cuthbert, I'd like to think of myself as your future brother-in-law. Well.
I love how Roger went from just being like kind of annoying to like just straight up evil villain.
He's been stalking Florence for years.
Yeah, no, he's terrible, but
But also,
okay.
He's winning. He's like, I got this. Like,
oh yeah,
got it.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I think let's wrap this scene. And do we have another? We've got plenty more, a little bit more time before we need to jump into the next reputation epistolary, but we could also just head straight to that too. Did anyone? I know. Do we want to see anything with Edward?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think Edward probably is no longer. Oh yes.
I was wondering if maybe, not to put Trooper on the spot, but maybe like Heinrich finds out because his good friend Penelope is a doctor and he like comes to you because he hears that something, like, you know, that he hears that you're in a hospital. It just seems like a good person to come to you in your hour of need.
Okay, sure. It's like a nice reverse to what we did
Yeah, because last time Heinrich ended up in the hospital because he was injured.
Yeah. I would say that I've probably come out of the coma.
But when you do,
Actually, no. I'm still in it.
Yes. At the moment. And Heinrich's there by your bedside.
Okay, hold on. I'm in a bed.
Oh, yeah, you have to be in bed. Charlotte's actually not too far. She may not be in the room, but she's... Oh, no. Edward, that ever happened to you? I heard something. I heard that there was something... I was coming through London, and word had happened that you'd been injured. Yes. Why are you not waking up? Listen to me. Edward, you can't just... This is not Prussian for you to lay about. Lazy bones.
Penelope storms in and is just like, the doctors here, they're terrible, and then storms back out.
I was bringing the doctor to see your fiancée, but if she finds out that you're in a coma, it will do her in. Don't be a lazy bones, you. Come on. Do you remember the days when you came to Prussia and we would play cards and have a good strong beer and talk about the ways in which you would rehabilitate your family's name? Edward, you have worked so hard to rehabilitate your family's name, and you have done. And you're able to bring your mother back so that she can be back into society and you can marry the woman you love. You're not allowed to be in a coma. Listen to me. I know what it's like to be an outsider. I've always had a tricky place in Prussia myself. My mother, of course, being from the islands, and it's hard sometimes being different, and I know that you suffered this way, and you always put on a brave face. Not letting people know it was difficult for you, the way they talked and how it affected your mother's health. But if there's one thing I know about you, besides the fact that you don't have the best rhythm when you're dancing, and we should work on that sometime, but I know you never give up. I know that about you. And I know you will not give up now. And I'm going to tell you one thing that I've learned, is that I hope will encourage you to wake up in this moment in the most dramatic way possible. Not in accident. It wasn't an accident what happened.
Was? Arbeit?
No, Edward, it's okay. The accident happened. It was no accident. There was some mischief on the road.
Where am I?
You're in the
Heinrich,
hospital.
why are you
outside
here?
London. Because you've been in a coma.
Hospital?
Yes.
A coma?
For far too long.
Florence!
For something terrible to happen back home.
What happened to
also-
Florence?
I don't know. I was traveling on my way there.
I have to go. I have to go now.
But what about your mother? She has the hysteria. Her womb is moving all about her body. My Penelope, she says that there are easy ways to treat this. Perhaps... I don't mean to put you in a situation, but I'm going to give you a choice. It's your choice, Edward. Penelope, do you send her to your mother, or do you send her to your fiancé? She can't be in both places at once. Where should she go? I will tell her.
Florence. Florence and the baby is the first priority.
All right. Then, we will go together. You can ride in our carriage. Charlotte and I.
All right.
Penelope.
All right. Have you heard from my mother?
Yes, I spoke to her. Well, I spoke to a doctor who wouldn't let me see her. He said that you were supposed to. Well, that he'd heard you were supposed to arrive and never did, and this is why I went out looking for you. Your
Yes,
mother
of course.
doesn't know. Just the doctor knows. The doctor knows quite a lot about everything, and I wasn't even able to see your mother. I thought it was a bit strange. Well, didn't like the look of him, but I know you trust him, so I suppose it's all right. But we should get back to Mayford.
Yes, of course, I can. I feel very torn. But I will go back to Mayford. Florence and the baby. Number one priority.
Do you want me to go back to your mother? I feel terrible leaving you alone. I don't want you traveling by yourself, especially if there was foul play involved in this horse accident. But if you want me to go back to your
Yes.
mother, I will.
Yes, Heinrich, that would be. Would you? That would be so helpful. I can ride back with Penelope.
Yes. Listen, I'm going to bring your mother to Mayford, no matter what it takes. If
Yes, of
I have your
course.
permission.
Yes. I'm sure that we could treat her hysteria, or whatever it is, as horrible as it sounds. Perhaps, I find walks in the heath help me
Yes.
deal with
I don't
know. things.
Well, I mean, Prussian women walk all the time, but I'm understanding that British women have a weaker constitution and they don't walk outside much. So I don't know if it would be healthy for your mother, but if I can get that doctor to convince him to let her go, I will.
Well, I wonder if I could even pay the doctor to come with her.
No. Do you have the money like that? If you do, I will deliver it.
Yes. Yes, let's do that.
All right. He puts his hand out to get the money.
Oh. Well, I don't have it on me right now. I've just been in a
Imagine
coma.
it's like it would be wired from
Yeah.
the bank.
But I can have it wired to you
Huh?
when I'm not in a coma. Yes.
You're not in a coma right now. You'll stop
Still
being
feels
lazy.
like it a little bit.
No, don't be
Wow,
lazy.
this is cruel. But
No.
you're right, I suppose.
You are a hard worker.
I
Work hard.
get out of the bed after being nearly murdered and in a coma, and I just decide to walk out the door and go home.
Right?
Wait for Penelope. I will get your mother. And Heinrich is going to dramatically go off to get the money, which I'm sure there'll be no problems there, to get Eleanor and bring her.
Don't worry, I already have an idea for Eleanor.
So excited.
Imagine your family has some spare horses in the stables in London.
Oh, certainly.
Oh no, he's gonna take the carriage. Cause
Oh no! Don't worry,
Oh,
it's fine. I think that can take us to our reputation phase.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on here.
yes.
Oh,
Did I just have a stroke, or did we just? Was that the second half of this game? Because I don't know how to distinguish the two.
Yeah, that was
So
the
much
second
just
half.
happened. Oh, okay, good. Just checking.
Wait. Do you want Liddy to show up to say hi for a cliffhanger for the end of our show? Lexi?
I mean,
So much has happened. You know what? Just leave it. I'll pop up at the beginning of next episode. You won't be expecting me.
Oh, good.
we see a moment
what if-
where Cuthbert is, what? Yes, Merkles?
I have a resolve token. Juliana Hunt has arrived.
Yes.
I feel like we have a scene where just amidst all of this, Cuthbert is flustering as Roger
Lord,
is being his thing, and then as Roger is leaving, we see Lydia arrives in a carriage and like steps out of the carriage and then like beckons to someone behind her, and this small like 5-year-old child, is that how a 5 or 6-year-old child steps
I
out?
thought it was gonna be Juliana.
And then at the same time, another carriage pulls up and Juliana steps out. And that's just all of it happening at the same time.
And then the constables.
And then the constables show up.
I
Just a
presume
lot.
everyone
Gregory
is
ever
here
made
for
it to
holiday
town.
dinner.
I'm pretty sure
Yes.
Gregory's gonna wake up with, like, Florence is gonna wake up and Gregory's gonna be in there and
Yeah.
Scarlet, and then he's going to be like, so we're murdering someone now. I think that's Gregory's plan.
Cliffhanger.
Why is everyone here for dinner?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's
Or
like,
have we put out the wedding invitations and we're already... I don't know.
I can imagine
How fast
some
has
sort
that
of
moved?
Well,
some
the
sort
wedding
of
has to be
dinner.
next episode, so you know it's all happening now.
All right.
You know, like the pageant and the wedding, it's all happening.
So it's all happening. The wedding is happening just before
The murder, the pageant, the wedding.
Yes. Yes.
But we're not done yet. We still have reputation and an epistolary to get done for this episode. So reputation, who got positive and or negative tags?
It's so convenient that connections, you know, secondary characters, don't have to do reputation tags. That's super convenient. I can't have Roger and Cuthbert at the same time. That's impossible. I cannot do it.
All right.
I passed out. I think if
That's
anything,
fair.
maybe she used up her loose tag on that one, or her impatient tag, perhaps with Roger.
I don't think you lost a tag. You normally
Just
need to
both
spend those
impatient
for...
loose. All right, good. I'll cause more of a scene next time.
Oh, please do.
Okay, so I think, yeah, Florence sounds like you sort of stayed neutral. Edward?
I don't know, because I was in a coma.
That's
I'm trying to
very
think
fair.
of, like,
You
I was in a
probably also
coma,
stayed
and then,
neutral.
I'm gonna
actually...
go positive tag.
Okay, can I explain why I think you're right?
Yes.
I think he gets a positive tag for prioritizing his future wife and child and, like,
Over his
getting out of bed to, yeah.
Murgles, you and I, right there,
I
psychic
know.
twins.
I
So
know.
what do you
I
think your
know.
positive tag is?
It's like a word to represent, like, taking care of the family, like,
Familial?
familial, yeah.
No, we want something like
Loyal?
Well, no, that cuts more your mom.
yeah.
Um,
Dutiful.
Father?
Dutiful.
A father.
Dutiful?
Dutiful, yeah.
Yeah, dutiful. Well, let's go with dutiful.
Okay, sounds good.
I like it. Cuthbert?
Interesting. What about Scarlet? How's she doing?
Hey, sorry, Scarlet. I think you got...
Scarlet definitely had a negative tag. What is it when it's not hysteric, but I basically backhanded somebody? Uncouth.
How about low class?
Oh, yeah.
Low class, yes.
I like that. I actually think Cuthbert may have stayed kind of neutral because he tried to be all his station and it just didn't really happen, but he didn't do anything particularly improper.
Although I could say I could get a positive for acting in obedience to society's conventions, right? I mean, that I did my station. It doesn't have to be effective.
Is there a positive for standing up against someone who has potentially committed a murder?
Well, see, the thing
there
is, it would be a
about
class...
letting someone talk down to you, though. So, because
that's a negative one. Yeah, so it's
allowed others of lesser rank to talk down to you or treat you as an inferior.
Yeah. The parallel is made a sacrifice or deny your desires to uphold the superiority of your rank would be the positive.
Okay.
Because I think I upheld the superiority of my rank to talk to that man. He's just a jerk, though. He's also a baronet, so come on now. I don't know where he gets off thinking he's all that special. Clearly.
He made his wealth. He wasn't born into it.
Do you know how uncouth it is to work for money? Like, that's just so...
How very dare.
I know, how very
I think it's probably a net neutral for Cuthbert. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, epistolary. Anyone have letters they want to send or receive? I certainly have.
Can I ask a question? Sorry,
and
before
then
we
Bonfire
jump in.
has a letter.
Do I now know that Roger tried to have me killed?
No.
Yeah, because if Heinrich knows it was funny business, but doesn't know who caused the funny business.
Right.
I think is what you've
Right.
Because I don't think
Okay.
I don't think Heinrich knows any about that stuff.
All right. Good to know.
All right, Bonsai, you said you had something you wanted to write.
Oh, yes. I have a friend that I would like to write to. That is just
sending
well
this letter?
known. I am Scarlet. Scarlet is. Scarlet is, of course, sending this letter. As well, I'm going to go ahead and send this to a particular friend of mine, who I just.
Do they have a particular set of skills?
With a particular set of skills. I will just call it Loki. I'll just name this friend Loki. Oh, my dearest Loki. I know that you helped me fix out that other problem I had a couple of months ago. Would it be such a bother, of course, if you would help your poor cousin out again? I know how you all just happen to be in this area, of course, but I feel like you need to have another shipment to the Indies in your packages. If you could arrange that for me, I will give you the details later. Your dearest S.
Wow, she is she's just
She's an
I love
icon.
it.
She's an
love it.
icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say this isn't
this
quite
is-
cricket. It's not cricket at all.
This is.
I know I'm
great
supposed to be
shipment.
watching some sort of destructive documentary about her and being like, wow, so evil, but I'm actually just starting a fan club. I'm signing up.
I love it. Anyone else have any letters? I have one.
I have one.
Okay.
I'd like to write a letter to the Viscountess, Lady Victoria Ashby.
From whom?
I don't know. Who knows? It's really, I don't know. I should just take off my vest, though, and go from the blue vest of virtue and also hedonism to the red vest of suspiciousness and also unlanded gentry.
This is a very highly specific vest.
It is. My dearest Lady Victoria Ashby, Viscountess of Ashby, County Ashby. This is Roger Stillwater, Baronet. I'm writing you this letter to to tell you that I was so worried about your health, and also I appreciate your noble demeanor in taking care of that riffraff that had infiltrated your family. I am so pleased to be able to help aid you with removing snakes from your lovely manicured garden and gazebo, which is quite well done. I write to you in this moment at a time when I have recently come into a very large sum of money through child labor and also exploiting the colonies. And I wish to say that your beautiful daughter's fiancé, Edward, is well known to be loose, buying a house for some other woman. It seems that he is, well, inappropriate. But more importantly, your daughter is pregnant with my child, and I would wish to do the right thing as a gentleman would and ask for her hand in marriage. And I know that the marriage is going to be taking place tomorrow, and I would like to be me who would be the groom with your blessing to do the right thing. Yours always, willing and ready to be the most perfect gentleman, the apple of her eye, and she will be mine forever. Roger Stillwater, Baronet of a very small place with no land,
Mommy,
but a lot of
help.
money.
Mommy.
Oh my god. Future mommy, help.
Victoria Ashby will go ahead and write a quick note to, of course, Florence.
Down the hallway in the other room.
Yes, down the hallway, because we will save this for later.
Yep, I'm ready to receive it.
Dearest daughter, if you could come forth haste, your mother would like to have words with you.
Oh, great.
And can I write another? No, it's too many letters, right? Can I also write a reply to
Sure.
Roger Stillwater? Dearest Barony Stillwater, thank you so much for informing me of these rumors, and I will get to the bottom of this myself. During such time, I would think that to save, of course, yourself from scandal, maybe you should spend a little time away from our estate. Just in case, because of course, you know, everything to be right and proper. Give me time to, of course, put the paperwork correctly. That Countess.
I would like to write a letter
Ooh, yes.
to Roger Stillwater.
From
Me, Edward.
Edward. Excellent.
Yeah. I know that we're supposed to have secondary characters, but so far I feel like I've really neglected mine. Dear Roger, I'm writing to you with terrible news. News that you will surely be horrified to hear. It appears as though an attempt on my life has been made. As such, I will be returning to work shortly, but I just wanted to keep you appraised with that information. Especially since you are such a good friend and we have so much in our future together as working business partners. I thought I should let you know. Thank you so much for taking care of things while I was gone. I'm on my way back now, I'll see you soon, Edward.
I plot dramatically. Dramatic stares into the distance with music in the background.
Sorry, I think the cat just started meowing in my background. I have a letter that is going to be written from Dr. Bridge Cumberwood to Edward. It is short and hastily written, and it says, Dear Edward, I am writing to inform you that your mother seems to have absconded with one of the horses in the stables, and her whereabouts are currently uncertain, but rest assured, we are doing everything we can to locate her before any harm should possibly come to her. Sincerely, Dr. Bridge Camperwood.
Edward needs to be sedated, probably, at this
Monologue
point.
token.
His mother is...
Monologue token.
Mm-hmm.
Monologue token.
This is an absolute nightmare. It's supposed to be Christmas. And yet here I am, having to choose between my mother and my future child and future wife. Which family do I choose? The one I was born into or the one I made? It feels only correct that I put my focus where I've put my responsibility. Knowing that my mother is missing and that she is not well fills me with a pain so severe that I can barely speak. But I will die before I leave Florence alone, or be the father that I had. I will be better. I will be there. There's nothing I wouldn't do to be there. That's it.
Edward is so precious. So precious.
You don't deserve Edward in this messed up storyline.
Could I write a little note? Just a little message? Just a little one? I don't need to change my vest, though. It's fine. It's anonymous.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
From a blackmailer.
Maybe? You don't know. But let me get the hat so I can disguise my voice, so you don't know who it is. It's to Florence Ashby, of course. Perhaps obsessively.
Dear Florence Ashby, I hope this missive finds you well. It is I, your blackmailer. Writing you again. The weather's lovely. I notice you've not responded to my earlier missive, blackmailing you for 5,000 guineas, or else threatening to ruin your entire family. So I thought I'd write a follow-up note. Perhaps you'd missed the first one. To remind you, I am threatening to ruin you, expose your secrets, your entire family, if you don't give me 5,000 guineas the day of your wedding, which is, my understanding, is actually tomorrow. I thought that would be quite dramatic. Nonetheless, I thought you should know that I have your brother's manuscript. And I imagine you wouldn't want whatever's in there to get out. Well, nonetheless... Oh, sorry. I should just probably say that I wouldn't actually give the manuscript to the public. I would give it to the constabulary. Such things in there are a little bit scandalous. I quite imagine your brother might be arrested for such things. Well, I hope you're doing well. Have a lovely day. 5,000 guineas. Your best, a blackmailer.
She has nothing to say. She's just gonna fold it up and just sit there like, what is happening to me right now? Like, what is going on?
Where is my fiance? I'm supposed to get married tomorrow. I'm being blackmailed. I'm pregnant. My mom's sick. Just having a time.
That's very fair. It's very fair. Great. Any last things anyone needs to do? If not, we'll call our episode there. Suitably dramatic things are going to be happening next week. Everyone's here, I guess, for the rehearsal dinner, perhaps, and therefore the wedding is tomorrow. And I'm sure no one's going to get murdered and or drugged and or whatever else Scarlet and now Gregory have planned.
Hey, the pageant has got children and ghosts, so
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
The pageant's
never
all
know.
about somebody who's grouchy, learning the spirit of the holidays through ghosts.
I feel very much like we are our characters right now because I have forgotten about the pageant. All I care about is the wedding. And Trooper's like, the pageant, remember?
We're going to make it a musical.
We're gonna be in our saying our dues to each other, and Cuthbert's gonna come out in like a fairy costume, being like, "This is the Christmas magic."
Okay.
Christmas.
I've got fabric.
The snow fairy.
We need a holiday miracle. That's what we need.
I love all of you. We will be back same time next week for the final episode of our lovely holiday special. Thank you, everybody who's been on this adventure so far with us. I will have these wonderful performers sign off and tell them who you are and where you can find them over the course of this next week. And then, let's start with Trooper.
Hello, I am Trooper SJP. I'm not Roger. I'm Trooper SJP. I did, however, watch, various soap operas, and I was like, yes. You can find me at Trooper SJP on Twitch. I was going to say .edu, but Twitch is not an educational university, so that is not the case. .tv. I do the streams. I've got the season finale of my French Resistance show called City of Light and Shadow on Friday at 7 p.m. There's going to be a surprise. If you want to go there, be there. You can find me at Academic Foxhole on Twitter. But I feel like the most important thing to say is Scarlet, if I'm channeling my, I don't know, JR? Yeah. I feel like, my Stefano, my JR. I feel like Scarlet is Alexis. Alexis Colby Carrington Dexter Colby. She had a lot of last names. And I just am there for that. And I don't know, there could be like shoulder pads. I'm just super excited about that all the time. That's it.
Okay, Murgles.
Yes, hi. I'm Murgles. I played Edward for you today. I stream on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And you can find me on Twitch at murgles.twitch.tv/Murgles.
And we're both in Witchcraft and Wizardry together.
Yeah, we're actually, all of us here are in Witchcraft and Wizardry together. Bonsai's also in it. So
I am too,
Trooper's
but,
on the,
I'm always in the invisibility cloak.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've got invisibility
I'm
cloak,
the
and
muggle
then
in the
Trooper's
background
taken
cleaning.
up. Yeah. Both of you guys are in the background. It's so good. Wait, they let muggles into Hogwarts? Sign me up. Anyway.
Cleaning stuff.
Bonsai's like a ghost, like ooh in the background. Why is Bonsai always a ghost?
Who are you?
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm Luxy Games.
I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I'm a host. I'm a tabletop role player. I'm a chaotic mess, and you can catch me on stream almost every day. I'm doing so much cool stuff this month. I am genuinely overwhelmed by how cool they are. I got to
didn't you
donate.
just do a crazy thing yesterday?
I did. Yesterday,
That
I paired up with
sounded really
Tiltify, and I got to donate over $15,000 to people's charity streams. It was the most fun I've ever got to. It was so much fun. I cried. I laughed. I made a man put 100 shirts on. So if you want to catch some dramatic things like that, possibly charity, possibly Animal Crossing, possibly death. Just kidding. Maybe. Come visit my stream. Or not. Or go to TikTok or Twitter. I'll be there too. Bye. Mwah.
Bonsai.
Hello, my name is Bonsai Baby. I'm usually here on Twitch. I'm also spouting nonsense on Twitter. If you want to learn how to make stuff, I do woodworking, and then I go around and play some variety of games, and also do some tabletop stuff. So hey, if you want to go ahead and hang out with me, you can find me here on Twitch.
And I have been your facilitator, Random Tuesday. You can find me on Twitch or the internet as Random Tuesday. And we have been playing Good Society, which is an RPG by Story Brewers. I definitely recommend checking it out. You can find it directly through their website, or I think it's on Drive-Thru RPG, or pretty much anywhere that you might buy tabletop RPGs. It is a delightful system. There's a bunch of different varieties. If you happen to be into things like magic or sword fighting, there are versions of this that you can play that add in all of those extra delightful layers. I might pull up some of the rules for duels, I guess, just in case we need them next week. Who knows? We will be back next week, same time, 11 a.m. Pacific time, and I don't know what that is in literally any other time zone, on this channel for the final episode. So please come watch. It has been wonderful to have you all here, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!